Oh, fuck.
Hello, fuckers.
Hello. We're back mega late and not the webcamming, because guess who woke up late?
It's Kemi.
It's me.
Kemi.
Daniel was already here for like, what, an hour?
I was only here for like 45 minutes.
I woke up and you were like, I'm in your house. And I was like, oh, fuck.
That is true. I did say that.
Yeah. Like,
but I was just chilling.
Yeah, but I was supposed to wake up at like 6:30. It was definitely like 8:30.
It was like 8:30. Woke up.
Yeah.
Something like that. Not a big deal.
Yeah, no, we're here now, but I'm just saying that's the reason.
Plenty awake. I got a big old fucking nap in the middle of the day, so.
This is definitely not the latest I've ever gone live. Latest I've ever gone live was at like almost 4 a.m.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, we're doing all right. This might be shorter though, just depending on how long you can last. But that's fine.
I'm fine right now. We do need to give a quick recap because we are joined by Sid.
True.
Oh, hey.
So it's like...
Hang on, I'll go ahead and so I don't accidentally load the wrong game because that would be disastrous.
Yeah, so this is just a regular save point, so it's probably not going to give us... It might give us a little bit.
Okay,
but
so we are still on the SS Buria. And
so we're still
go ahead.
on the little ship thing.
We're still on the ship.
I have a feeling this whole case is going to be on this boat.
It is.
Yeah.
We've investigated now the cabin directly next to us, which is connected via the
air vent.
Yeah. We have found that I don't know if you were there for when we got the newspaper, but the back of the newspaper had information about like the prima ballerina at the.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she is staying in there.
Right.
She was disguised with like a big beard and sunglasses, but
yeah, she was Grimsby Roylott, very real name, original character, do not steal.
Yeah, but no, it's her. So she's in there. She purportedly has a pet, but we have not seen the pet.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a snake.
It's almost for sure a snake. She has a pet on board. It's against the rules to have a pet. The thing that just happened was that the ship came to a sudden stop because like someone had pulled the alarm. So the ship came to a sudden stop, and
I actually did forget about that. The very last thing that happened.
The very last thing that happened. So
someone pulled the damn alarm.
Someone pulled the damn alarm. The ship came to a sudden stop, and the door locked itself.
It was beef stroganoff, wasn't it?
I don't know who did it.
Yeah. Also, you missed beef stroganoff.
Yeah. There's one of the sailors on the ship is a big burly Russian dude named Beef Stroganoff. B-I-F, like Biff Stroganoff.
Biff Stroganoff.
Yeah.
And he sounds like the Heavy from Team Fortress.
Yeah, I can't do
in the
cutscene,
cutscene.
So
I like the voice that you gave him though, because you started out like trying to be like the big Heavy, and then you're like, but Stroganoff is not animal, and I was like, oh, that's good.
I can't do the Heavy.
No, it almost felt like a choice where he was like, I'm big bad, but then he was like, nah, I have name.
No, I have name.
That was good. I liked that.
You missed the Dance of Deduction, which is a very cool part of this game, which is where...
You know how every Ace Attorney game has a gimmick where, like, you know, the Cyclops or Apollo's bracelet.
Yeah.
So this game's gimmick is that Herlock does some deductions and observations, and he'll observe something and then come to a conclusion. The observation is usually very astute. The conclusion is dog shit.
Right.
And so it's your
Sounds
job.
very
Your job is to correct the dog shit.
Got it.
And it's really flashy and funny to watch.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing like JoJo poses.
Yeah. Naruhodo gets really into it
because his like Herlock is like, and he points and then like a spotlight appears on the person.
Naruto's just like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, and you get really into it, and you're like
inner theater
around.
kid.
Like, you're just dancing, like it's the dance of deduction, quite literally. So
that's beautiful.
It's great.
I'm excited.
Is that everything? Oh no, we ran into Hosonaga again, and the captain beat the shit out of him for letting us out.
Out of Inspector Hosonaga. Hosonaga was the detective on the first case of the game in Japan, and he's on this ship in disguise. His premise for being there was to help protect.
Asogi.
Yeah. But he's dead.
But he's dead, so he failed the one job he was supposed to do.
He failed his mission, and he feels responsible because
he kind of is.
He fucked up, and so he's on this ship. But he's a Japanese detective.
Like he chose to be an undercover cop when he could have just been overtly a guard.
Been his bodyguard.
Yeah, and then like that might have deterred someone from trying to kill him. But instead he was like, I'm going to pose as a sailor and not be anywhere near his room when he dies.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think would happen, my guy? The only saving grace is that he probably just, like, really did not think anything bad would happen.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm just keeping an eye out. But otherwise, this is like...
Well, the first-class cabins were purportedly well protected by beef stroganoff.
Yeah, but we know, according to the ship's log, that he didn't fill out the log last night, so my man was distracted.
He was distracted, because normally beef stroganoff puts nothing to report if there's nothing to report. But he didn't put anything.
So,
which means that there was something to report, but he didn't write it.
Yeah. Man was not at his post.
Because he was not at his post.
Suspect.
And we don't know why yet. He also would not meet our eyes when we asked him about it. He was like, I'm sure in classic Ace Attorney fashion, it was some stupid shit that he's like ashamed of. Like he was like, the buffet was open.
Beef stroganoff getting his beef stroganoff.
Yeah. Or that. I was just like, my man was at the buffet and he was like, it is the best when you get it in the first 30 minutes. Gazpacho. Yeah. I was hungry. I had not eaten anything all day. Something like that. Hi, gotcha, man. What's up? How's it going? Anyways, yes. So I guess the boat just came to a complete stop, and we're still in Miss Pavlova's cabin, which is the ballerina.
The ballerina, correct.
Is that the cabin next door?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to clear that.
Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop.
Wasn't that because the physics, like the ship tilted a little?
Tilted.
Yeah, because all the books got all messed up after.
Correct. This is an important fact.
After Susato actually just arranged all the fucking books back in order again.
Susato-san took a deep breath and gently slid back the bolt. There's beef stroganoff.
There he is. Yeah, my immediate first assumption was that when the murder happened, somebody also pulled the alarm.
You! What are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters?
Yeah. So you did know her, huh? I had a feeling.
You both look unhurt. Good.
You can't have a baby face like that. I'm mad at you right now.
You do have a good baby face. He got the shit beaten out of him. Yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship.
Do you want to give Hosonaga to Sid because he's a Bishonen?
He is a Bishonen.
Sid's a Bishonen.
Give me whoever, baby.
So you're going to left.
Pretty gentle boy.
He is.
Yes. It appears to have been a false report, though.
I'll probably have to turn y'all up though, since I know if the two of you are sharing a microphone.
Yeah, we have to share a mic, so I'm trying to keep it like just sort of in the general.
Dynamics don't work very well that way though, so whenever you do speak, you kind of need to like get more in front of it if you can.
I mean, you can move this to where it's more comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Because you're the one off to the side, so.
The direction is also more important than the proximity. Obviously, closer will make you louder, but the direction of it is the most important. Oh, if you need to fix, there's a on both sides. You can twist those to make it tight. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Sid's here too.
I am Sid.
You read this already.
I did.
Oh yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Oh, how did that happen?
There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw the ship ahead. The person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop.
Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming, crew are running everywhere.
This first-class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Someone triggered the alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside?
That button.
You wicked intruder! Dressed all in black, you are the devil!
Oh. Sorry? Me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first.
She's so pretty.
She's so pretty, yeah. You opened my traveling case! How could you?
What? No, we didn't touch it!
That's right, Miss Pavlova. We've literally all just been standing here the whole time.
Like, really kind of awkwardly. If
Yeah.
I'm not...
It was already open when we came into your cabin. Oh, that's right. We left and then... Okay, yeah. Inspector!
Yes?
Arrest this man! I know he did it!
Grr.
He is a criminal! It is not enough that he has killed a man.
Da! And he is stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe?
Maybe.
Eh.
Depend on the vixen.
Oh.
Yeah, her name's Pavlova.
Oh.
I don't know how
okay.
that's gonna come into play later.
I thought maybe you would not. Okay.
Yeah. That is what promise is for. I have to reiterate, apologies, my Russian accent is very rusty.
Yeah, both of our... I mean, I'm dog shit, so...
I used to be pretty good, but it's rusty.
I am dog shit. Fact.
Like, I remember all the things, but in the moment, it's like... not quite there. At least I've gotten better at rolling my R's. That's important.
Well, I can do that great.
Take him away! He is trespasser as well as everything else! Well, with Russian, the rolls are shorter than, like, something like Spanish. Yeah.
Stowing away, trespassing, killing. She is right. You are devil.
Yeah, like that.
It doesn't look good, does it? There's cell below deck. Throw him in!
That sounded just like the heavy for a second.
Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police.
What the fuck are they gonna do? You're on international waters.
Wait, stop it. Stop talking about it. Wait, cell?
Damn it, I used to know this, like the laws of committing crimes in open waters. I don't remember it anymore.
Welcome to the high seas.
Yeah. Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do?
This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here.
Then what good are you? Yeah, in Soviet Russia, suitcase open you. The thing that's the hardest for me to remember is it's so ingrained in the way that we speak in America to a tone upwards at the end of a question.
Yeah.
Whereas in Russia, it's more in the middle of the sentence, whereas like, did you open this suitcase? It would be like, did you open this suitcase? Like that sort of. That's more common. And I forget about that all the time.
After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options.
Yeah, he beat the shit
My
out
man can
of
only
you.
get his ass beat so long.
Yeah. This is terrible. Stop.
This is a real crisis. I've got to find a solution. Immediately.
I just thought about because Susato is, I don't remember Mikotomo's first name, but because she's his daughter that occasionally she'll bust out the senior
in
card game.
game.
She'll just be like, oh no, oh, many combinations. Like, she doesn't realize that it's not the way you say that word.
If you see an opportunity, you should do it.
Okay. I don't want to force it, but
No.
Oh,
but
man.
If I think I can trust you to find a good moment.
Okay.
You don't have to force it. Like
No, I don't
want
wanna
to
force it.
everything with Mikotomo because I was trying to force it
He is
sometimes.
so fucking tiny.
It worked, though.
She is very tiny.
She's super tiny.
She's like 15.
That, and, you know, she's a ballerina and her troupe was like mega abusive or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, dancers usually are taller, to be quite honest.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, food restriction and all this,
Mhm.
all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
things, all the things, you know.
Malnourished.
They were doing it. Also, weren't they spies for a while? Historically?
Historically, yes. Some
Yeah.
were spies.
So, not great.
She could be spy.
Yeah, she could be spy.
Miss Pavlova,
did it.
can I?
Get out.
Oh.
Don't want you in here.
Listen, I'm sorry that we stuck in here without your permission, but...
Get out now.
Oh, God. We just needed to investigate in here to help understand what happened to...
I don't know what this is in Russian.
Probably get out. It's no use. She's not gonna listen. I need to find someone who will.
I don't know what the Russian word for get out is. Be strong enough, help!
Please, just give me a little more time. I do nothing for you.
Hi, Weewa.
Except show you way to ship's prison cell. Thanks, but no thanks. But I'm innocent! I didn't kill anyone!
They had a cell, like a prison cell on the boat the whole time, and they just kept you in your cabin. That was nice of them.
Just in cuffs. And trespassing? And stowing away?
Okay, yeah, no, we did do that.
Well, you know, sometimes life can lead you down some unusual avenues, and well...
Yeah, sometimes this these things just happen.
It's just this wacky... Enough! You are guilty! Ship cell is only place fit for you. Come on, there has to be someone. Some savior to rescue me from this crisis.
You're gonna go to the poor man who's been beat the shit out of.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the greatest track record.
It's probably gonna be me and you talking, so we'll have to...
Yeah.
You've got yourself into a difficult situation here. By entering this cabin uninvited, I mean.
Sorry, I was just so desperate to find a clue.
I'm afraid there's really nothing more I can do to help you. If I push my luck even further, a punch in the face will be the least of my worries.
Yeah, the captain just kills you.
Just gun. I'm really sorry.
I have to take responsibility for giving you the freedom to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin.
Yeah, that's true too.
Now this has happened. I'll have to report to the captain at once.
I really need some help here. I need a savior to rescue me from this crisis.
All right.
Who could it be?
Where's Herlock?
I mean,
Where is he?
maybe hit that left button, brother. This is my favorite appearance.
What are you doing?
I lost my shit when I saw.
Guys,
My man's is just vibing on the coat rack.
it's Jover. I love this man.
He's just like, hell yeah, look how sturdy this shit is.
This is my favorite character. I can't help it. He's popular for a reason, guys. He's just the best.
Did you want me to do Herlock?
Oh
Yes,
my
you're
god.
Herlock.
Okay.
What the? What are you doing up there?
It doesn't matter.
Wait, is he supposed to be British?
He's British. He's Mr. Schultz? He's got the tiara.
Which the ballerina stole, by the way.
Yeah, she stole it. Although
Well,
she claims she was given it.
Yeah, she claims it was a gift, but clearly whoever gifted it to her did not make that distinction because it was clearly stolen.
Actually, hold on. Before I do it, my brain is a little bit disconnected. Can somebody speak in a British accent for me?
No,
real fast?
you're asking the wrong people.
Give me a...
Just like something like really bad British will help me too.
I mean, I can try reading this line in a bad British accent, and you can try and...
Okay, yeah.
Naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. You got something to work with?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my British accent
Oh
is...
shit, sorry.
That works.
Yeah.
Have I not told you that as a detective, it's my business to know what other people are doing? This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy! Oh, no.
It's like just whip up some British colloquialisms
I mean,
or whatever.
I can't do a British accent either. This is just gonna be extra and shitty and bad, but that's what this guy is.
Oh. I love the idea that he actually isn't even British.
Yeah, no, exactly. We're not Edgeworth up in here.
Yeah. Yo, Sicey,
I
what's
like
up?
how we're not Edgeworth up in here. Edgeworth's name is Mitsurugi Kenji.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
But everybody, he's so British coded.
Japanese, but he is very British coded. But he's supposed to be like samurai coded.
Yeah, I know.
That's the idea behind his name.
No, they
English gentleman.
failed big time on that.
Yeah,
they
no,
succeeded with Blackwell.
They so succeeded. I love Blackwell.
Blackwell,
so
they're
much.
like samurai but done right.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the idea, like, his name is Mitsurugi Kenji, which, like, Mitsurugi is a very, like, samurai name.
Yes.
Kenji is more, like, sword-like in some ways.
It's also a very, like, it's, like you said, it's a pretty common Japanese name. Kenji's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's meant to be, like his wit is as sharp as a sword type thing.
yeah, but it did not read that
he's
way.
very British
He's
coded.
so
The goddamn
British.
cravat.
It's the ascot, really.
Okay.
It's the fucking cravat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
cravat, not an ascot.
And he loves that shit.
He does.
It's like his identity.
Yes.
And take the cravat off of him, and it's like, who even are you
He's
anymore?
just new.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically, you're gonna have to censor him. Anyways,
Well, why were you hanging from that hook before then?
Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 rubles naturally.
because it's fun, innit?
Because it's fun,
It's
And I don't
fun,
think he
innit?
has. I think he's probably more posh, yeah.
Yeah, probably
Like,
more
just-
prosh
No.
than
If
Cockney.
you're looking to do that accent, but trust me, you have plenty of opportunities. We're going to Great Britain.
I just think about fucking Don't Trust Hannah, this reactor I love watching, because she's
Dude,
so
you
that.
showed me that shit and I was losing my
Oh,
mind.
man. I have to send you. She just started watching Stranger Things, so I need to show you that.
She's basically like she's a React YouTuber, but imagine a React YouTuber that is
She's
like
so British.
she's
like,
very British,
Southern.
but is also
South
kinda,
London.
Is like, imagine if she started recording a React video, and then was like, oh, but I also have to make lunch.
Yeah, like multiple times
Like
because
she's multitasking in the middle of it, and she's taking phone calls in the middle.
yeah,
of it.
she like talks to her mom off screen and is like, "Oh, my mom just walked out in her knickers," and it's like,
Like
what? She threw up once,
She's not focused.
Like, off camera
she's
and just
there to
left it in.
react, But sometimes she's not focused on whatever she's reacting.
She's
on.
nuts.
Like if something else is going on,
I
she
love
just
her.
leaves the camera rolling. She does not make any cuts. She does not pause. She's like, "This shit is playing. It can't stop. This is a never-ending ride of fun."
yeah, like even because I heard Patreon is very cheap and it's one of the only Patreons I still have because I canceled all of my other ones. And that's there, but even on her YouTube channel, which is edited and cut down, she still leaves that shit in.
Yeah, she just leaves that. She's just like, whatever comes up, that's part of the recording now. And she's not willing to pause and then like take a phone call and then come back. She'll take the phone call and then also try and still react too.
Yeah, she's insane.
It's not like she completely gives up on the react.
No.
She'll also still react.
She's very
but then
into
be
whatever
like, oh,
she's
no,
watching.
sorry, I'm watching Stranger Things.
She only watches up until just now. She only watched Game of Thrones, which is why I watch her. And she gore and blood and stuff makes her physically ill. So like I was like, this is the wrong show for you to be watching.
I would say only season 4 is maybe the wrong part to watch because it's not really that.
It's still like there's still lots of brutal, especially because it's so HBO-ified. Like they went way
Game of
up.
Thrones, yes.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what
I
was
thought we were
like,
talking about Stranger Things.
No.
No, Game of Thrones is like, hey,
took
fuck
violence
you, I hate
and
you, go die.
yeah, they like threw it up to like 11. So like I don't remember.
very
It was like
violent.
it was like early season 1. Something awful happened, probably with the Dothraki, maybe because
They horribly
and
misrepresented the Dothraki.
they sure did. And I hate it, but she like went off camera, off screen to throw up and just left it all in there. Like her boyfriend is sitting on the couch like, are you good?
But that's part, like,
Do you need
realistically,
something?
that's really smart because that's part of the react.
Yeah.
Imagine
It
you
is.
react so hard to something, you throw up. Why would you cut that shit?
Yeah.
Why would you cut that? That's perfect. You're like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
this shit was crazy. I threw up. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
I did. I've only.
I'll
had,
drop a link to her Stranger Things that she just dropped that like today, I think. I'll drop that in chat for
It's
y'all.
great because I've really been feeling Stranger Things lately.
I need to finish Stranger Things.
You do.
You do, because season 4 is really good.
Season 4 is really
I think
good.
that's what I'm on is season 4.
Season 4
I've
We can
seen
watch it
season
together
3.
if you want, but also we need to finish House of the
Yeah,
Dragon, please.
We watch it together.
I mean, I'd be down. Brandon has already watched it, and he's begged me to watch it because he really likes it.
It's really good.
I get so much steady fan art on my fucking timeline. It's insane.
It's really good. It's like just a really well.
But yeah, you're welcome. That's Hannah. She's great. Please go follow her.
My mom watches Stranger Things. Like, she keeps up with it too, because that's like her jam, right? Like, that's her bread, peanut butter, and jelly. And she was like a huge X-Files nerd.
Oh yeah, I used to watch X-Files a lot too.
So she loves that like supernatural kind of ghosty type of that kind of shit. Otherworld.
Season 4 is great for that.
Yeah. Gillian Anderson was one of my early crushes.
I mean, she could still. She could still.
Well, and it's also funny enough.
She's whack, then that's different.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not she's whack. I don't know if I've told this story before, but she's also part of the reason why I had interest in voiceover before I knew I wanted to be a voice actor.
Interesting.
Because of her role in Princess Mononoke. She voices Maro.
I actually did not know she
voices Maro, yes, the matriarch wolf demon. And I had that movie memorized for a while, and Maro was like one of my favorite performances. So like I just have so many memories of like watching that movie and doing the like speaking the voice lines along with her, just being like, you could always jump, boy. And I was just like, oh, she's so good, I love her. And yeah, that's like my earliest memory of being into doing voice acting. I hope she doesn't suck in real life.
Yeah,
that would suck. I
just don't know any information.
But without knowing that, I did used to have a big crush on her.
It's like, you never know, someone might suck.
Yeah, especially in older Hollywood. Older Hollywood is whack. Anyways, thank you for keeping me on track, Daniel.
I wish to determine if it would bend... Wait, hold on, sorry.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the way of you being able to read.
Also, I read weird. That conceited...
I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce.
That's a weird
so full
line.
Of brag and bounce. That's very English sounding.
he's very... I think they do a good job with his...
Canonically, in my brain, he's not really British anymore. He's just trying to be British really hard.
I'm down with that.
I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce.
I never know whether to take this man seriously or not.
I can take this again if you guys gotta go back and forth.
Yeah, if we're going back and forth, please do that.
Yeah.
Please handle that.
I got it.
You're good.
You again. The great detective. Ha, Inspector! I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
Yeah, I mean...
What is the report? Speak!
An urgent report from the great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night, here in this vessel, the steamship Buria.
Buria?
We've been pronouncing it that way. We have no idea if it's correct.
I just like it because it's so close to Booyah.
Booyah, exactly. I know how your brain works, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Has been solved by me, naturally.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure your deductions are on the money.
I hope it's a dance of deduction, because I would love to show Sid a dance of deduction.
Hell yeah.
What?
Really?
Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
I'm sure that's right.
That's my boy. He figured it out.
So, allow me to illuminate all your minds. For I'm about to reveal my greatest detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, I'm spitting.
No, I'm super on board. I really hope this is a dance of deduction because it means that you and me heavily involved.
Getting
because,
to be
Yeah.
extra as fuck.
I wish I had a pop filter.
You solved it. Even Hedgehog understands this case, but like blue one.
Yeah.
Blue Hedgehog.
It goes very fast.
It goes very fast, and first time I look at it, it looked bad, but they redo it. We all knew he was responsible for killing student boy this morning. Then when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is this stowaway, and he has handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it.
Yeah, like you guys put the handcuffs on me. What is that? What do you mean?
The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside.
Oh, but maybe it wasn't for the whole time because of the boat stopping until... Oh, that's why they did that! Oh, I'm so smart. Galaxy brain.
Yeah, you figured it out.
I figured it out. Which it falls really flat since I still didn't predict that Cosmo was gonna die in the second case.
You found you really. I predicted it.
Yeah,
But you were distracted by streaming.
I was. Shadow the Hedgehog could be the killer. Who knows? Yeah.
That means the culprit must be someone who is inside the cabin.
I don't know about that anymore.
Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories.
Da! Locked room! That is point!
The room was locked.
You
Oh,
got it.
yeah, I got it.
Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin.
I don't know about that one either, my guy.
You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all.
What?
Oh yes, there's another entrance.
He's talking about the vent now. Like, keep up, sure. We've been... Like, I did this, like, 2 streams ago.
An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. What other entrance? We never discovered one.
Unless he's about to say some wild shit that has nothing to do with the vent, that would be hilarious.
Why, it gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak.
Okay.
The ventilator, man. The ventilator?
Yeah, that's what I said 2 streams ago, but now I'm not so sure.
You think this is funny?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's hilarious.
okay, I guess a little funny. I cannot even put my arm through that hole.
Yeah, well, you're beef stroganoff.
Yeah.
That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks. Ooh.
You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through a tiny opening?
To be fair, if he's about to indicate Pavlova, she is small and probably could fit through that vent. But I don't think she did.
It's not possible.
Also, what motive would she have to kill Asogi?
Correct.
Ah, but it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator.
Okay, if he's about to talk about the snake, then he literally is where I was 2 streams ago. But now I'm like, this snake is innocent. Protect that noodle.
You just want this to be the tamest noodle of all time.
Well, I didn't see any bite marks indicated, and
Sure,
we
good
haven't been
point.
told that there were any. He was strangulated, and that's like that could be a constricting thing. It could be, or I don't know. Beef Stroganoff got big hands.
Got pretty big, huh?
He's got pretty big hands.
You never know. Ooh.
I'm gonna be so sad for her if her snake accidentally killed the guy. Because it's like, we were also drugged. Somebody poisoned our food and to make us be knocked out, so
Yeah, that's also
that's a
fun fact.
human
Everyone
element.
has a huge headache.
The whole
and
crew was drugged.
Like the whole crew is very clearly drugged by something.
We need to find the one guy that doesn't have a headache today. Like, hey, guy, how's your head feeling? He's like, I feel pretty good.
Feel great. He did it!
He's like, I didn't eat dinner last night. And he's like, no, it was him. They didn't check his dick. Okay, well.
I mean, his dick potentially could strangulate someone.
That's true. That's true.
Who are crazy, you could.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's impossible. Just improbable.
There's some pretty crazy dicks out there.
Have you ever seen Sid's dick? It's a pretty big dick.
Wasn't that long ago that I learned people could pull up, like, do weightlifting with their dicks?
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't know that was a thing.
People do weightlifting with their pussies and dicks.
Well, I did know about the pussy thing, but I didn't know people lifted weights with their dicks.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's crazy. Anyways, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean?
Shut the fuck up, Sicey.
Sicey, please.
There was like an idiom that the Russian people use, or it's just like, it's the same. Basically, it's the same as when pigs fly, where they talk about when a lobster gets up on a mountain and whistles.
That'll happen is when as soon as a lobster's whistling on top of a mountain,
right.
and it's like, huh?
That'll happen when a lobster gets on top of a mountainside and is also whistling. Like, both things have to be true.
What? What do you mean?
Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound, like a lobster, almost, on top of a mountain.
No, that is not real.
1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
He's so extra.
Precisely, my dear madam. But what does it mean? What is this speckled band? The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin.
I'm still hung up on how did you not realize that this speckled band was moving like a living thing? I feel like snakes are pretty distinctively living looking.
Yeah, but snakes can also be a little, like, I mean, the problem is that the snake is hanging from a thing, and when they're hanging from a thing, they're generally not pretty immobile. But they could be immobile.
Like, it stands to reason, too, that it wasn't hanging there the whole time, and would have to move to that point. How did it do that?
Yeah, but he may have been like, oh shit, it's a snake, and then didn't write, oh shit, it's a snake. Like, if there's a snake,
fair.
You're not going to be like, I got to write this in my journal, oh shit, a snake. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Though, to be fair, if something was hanging from my ventilator, I probably wouldn't write about it. I'd probably be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I wouldn't even write the speckled band part. I would be like, be writing my thing and be like,
I think the idea is that the snake was immobile long enough from the ventilator that he's like, that thing's been there for a while.
You know what? The equivalent in modern day might be taking a picture of it and putting it on Twitter and being like, "What is this?
Yeah, what is this?"
And you know what? I might
just the immediate response is like, "Man killed by snake."
yeah. So you know what? I can't dog on him too much for that because I might do that too.
No, my damn fucking Caucasian curiosity would get the best of me.
No, I don't have that gene. I would just leave and be like, Jeremy.
Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing?
He's squaring up.
He is squaring up.
There is a distinct element of danger. But fear not, I am ready. What I am about to expose for you all will shock you to your cores.
I'm ready.
Behold!
Show me the noodle. Kyag! What the?
What the?
Okay. There he is! Oh, he's so cute! Look at his little tongue.
There's the noodle, finally.
Oh,
Kemi got her wish.
I got my wish. Snakes are so cute.
I love snakes.
I love their little heads. They're so cute.
Look at this snake.
Allow me to introduce you all.
What's his name? I want to know.
To the band. The speckled band.
A snake?
Indubitably.
Pavlova, please tell me his name. Well, beef stroganoff is just
Yeah,
it.
he's just chilling. He's like, yeah, there's a snake on my face.
His neck has no danger of being.
They're all like,
it's like my neck will kill this
I
snake.
feel like they're all like right now. That's not speckled.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck you talking about,
But
speckled?
you'll have to also.
That's not
I mean,
speckled.
it's not speckled. It's true. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing.
Hey, what troubles you?
Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it?
Damn. Do we got 2 snake lovers on this boat?
It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say?
Yes, you're right. I think in this case, you'd have to call it
A striped band.
the striped band, exactly. Wouldn't you?
I love how he stares at the camera.
Yeah. It's really good. Ooh.
You both see and observe with distinction. However, do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall?
Huh? What do you mean, my brother?
Hey, maybe you need to explain that because no conozco que tú sabes si you know like.
Oh wow, my goodness, really? It's a trap?
How exactly?
You see, the snake wrote the diary entries.
The snake is like, I see speckled bands. And you're like, oh, we never noticed that part before.
Yeah, I just figured he was really into drawing S's and he was just trying to get the S right.
It's like the Monty Python, like, ah.
I think perhaps it's time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought.
Okay, so.
Yes. I did that for you, Saisi.
Are you ready, Miss Pavlova?
No. I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me.
There are 2 conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number 1. Last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number 2. The same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
No.
She's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. I'm Japanese. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head.
I'm sure that she's thinking about it, but also, I don't know, man, who drugged everybody? No one passes out free drugs like that.
Free drugs!
This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi?
Also, his mother gave him name. And I would like to know what it is, please.
It looks like he can't speak with that snake coil around his head.
I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman.
Oh, I have to also say that they refer to beef stroganoff as semen stroganoff.
Oh,
And every time we have said it, we have giggled.
yeah.
I was very
I'm
close.
12. Yeah.
like Kemi couldn't say it one time, and I was like, "No, fucking say it, coward."
It's just, it's really, really good. It's
semen stroganoff.
semen stroganoff.
I'm into it. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck.
I mean, it doesn't actually look like a poisonous breed.
It doesn't look like a
You can
poisonous
usually
breed,
tell
but-
by the shape of their head and
but-
their tails.
But a snake can still bite.
That's true, but you won't die from the bite.
No, but
I know,
you
but you're not going to be like, hell yeah, bring on the bite.
You might.
But you could die from the strangulation. That's the problem.
No, yeah,
which is
for
what
sure.
what we think happened.
Not that guy's neck.
Yeah, no, that guy's neck is too
not
strong.
That guy's neck. But, what was it? Asogi?
Yeah.
Yeah, Asogi
Kazuma.
100% could have been strangulated.
Yeah, he could have, and that's what my suspicion was like 2 streams ago. But like,
Also, who drugged everybody?
yeah, there's a human element here that no one's talking about, and I'm sitting here being like, is Beef Stroganoff also a snake enthusiast, and that's why Pavlova and him are friends? Like, sort of. Are there 2 snakes on this fucking boat? Like, is that what's happening right now?
So, everyone, let us begin.
If there are 2 snakes on this boat, I want to meet the other one too.
Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Let's go! It's about to happen. Yes! Now you can see it,
Yes.
since you missed it last
The
time.
game is afoot.
So this will all be you.
Okay, in true to his identity, Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain.
Actually, it looks like she just like looked at her wrist, like maybe Noodle got a little pissy that night and bit her. That happens to every snake owner once, at least once.
Gotcha Man bringing up some hot fire right now. How do we know the snake didn't drug everyone?
You know what, Gotcha Man? You're right. We don't know whether or not the snake drugged everyone.
The snake not only drugged everyone, but wrote the notes in his diary.
This snake is a mastermind, a criminal mastermind.
Keep going with this. I'm gonna get another drink because it's gonna repeat itself when I
Can
come
you
back.
grab my bottle of wine too?
Where is it?
It's in the fridge.
It's in the fridge?
Yeah. Thank you, baby.
Hell yeah. Fuck, I want to send to you, Hannah, too, because I think you'll like her a lot. Just how insanely British she
And
is.
it is that very pain that is that. Why can't I fucking speak tonight? Evidences?
Evidences, yeah.
And it is that very pain that evidences your
Inextricable.
Inextricable.
That's a fancy word. Inextricable.
Yes. I know these words, but I think we've discussed before how I read very different than most
Yeah.
people.
And also, like, if you need to, like, read it to yourself first and then speak it, like, who cares? We're just chilling. Nobody's judging you for...
I'm not
needing
good
to-
at cold reads, okay,
Yeah.
guys? Like,
Which everybody knows, because we've been doing Ace Attorney streams for a long time.
yeah. I promise I'm a better actor than this.
You are, and I know it, and I feel like chat knows this too, because we've been doing this for such a long time. It's just that I have the advantage because cold read is my job right now. That's what I do for a living all the time, every day, and I practice it every day.
I can do auditions, but with auditions, I have to read the script like 20 times.
Yeah, you're a prepper too. Like
Yeah.
I've done auditions with you before. You take notes and you do this
Yeah.
like subtext things that I should do more.
Yeah,
but I
no.
often do a lot of cold reading. Just because
I can't cold
of
read.
pure volume.
Thank you
So like
much.
I'm the only reason I'm practiced at it is all. Like that's not something you do every day.
No. If I do an audition, then I'm going to do several read-throughs of the script. I'm going to do a subtext notes. I'm going to do
The
research.
Last audition we did, you had like a whole page, and I was like, damn,
Yeah.
this is the shit that I should do, but I
Yeah.
don't.
I do a lot of character research, and the subtext thing really helps me. The subtext identifier notes.
Yeah. To be clear, I do that stuff whenever it comes to like role work, but for auditions, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
no. For sure for role work, but I do it for auditions, which you don't necessarily have to do. I just do that because I'm bad at cold reads.
Yeah, well, and it's practical to do that. It's just I don't specifically because I need to pump out a lot of auditions in a short period of time, so I just do cold reads and then be like, I get the vibe of the character, and then I'll go into depth later if I get it.
Which, luckily for me, when it comes to, like, if I was auditioning more, which obviously I would never audition as much as you do, but if I was
You
doing
could.
several auditions, I would love to. But if I was doing several auditions in a day, I could still do the notes and things that I do because I do them very quickly.
Yeah.
It takes me like an hour.
It's just that you're more diligent than I am.
It takes me like an hour to do the several read-throughs, maybe 2 hours to do the several read-throughs and then the subtext notes and the like minimal character research.
Yeah, my ADHD brain is like, I need to get to the goods right now. Like, I don't...
That's the only way that I can properly read something.
Yeah. But the long-winded point is that, like, everybody reads differently.
Inextricable link to the victim's death. Okay.
It's like everybody here knows. You and Jeremy are kind of similar, actually. I've noticed. Jeremy doesn't talk about it the way that you do, but whenever we do Yakuza or Judgment or something together, Jeremy's kind of the same way, where he doesn't... when he's like cold reading, it's not, he doesn't quite get the whole sentence until after he's read it once, you know?
I stutter and stumble over words because I read them syllable by syllable.
Yeah,
so
I think Jeremy might be reading kind of the same way.
Yeah.
At least similarly.
Don't
So
feel pressure that you have to read hard cold reading. If you gotta read it in your head before you read it.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, just
Kemi
read it
said.
to yourself first, and then if there's like a tiny pause or whatever before you read the line, who cares?
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
We're just streaming. You're not auditioning for Ace Attorney here.
But what if I am?
Capcom, please hire me.
And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death.
Plus, we're bopping to this music.
Music box.
So we ask, what is the nature of this intruder that has stole into the victim's cabin on the portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance.
This poor girl. She just wants to run away from the abusive as fuck Russian ballet with her best snake friend.
I think that that's probably true, but I also think she's probably got some dark secrets too. I don't think that she's involved with the death, but I think she's got some shady actions.
I think she's aware that her snake is capable of constricting someone to death. Like, if I were the snake owner and I knew for a fact, as I think she does, but I'm not positive, but I think she knows her snake was missing last night. I think she's aware that her snake got loose last night, and maybe she got Stroganoff to help her go look for it, and that's why he didn't put anything in the book last night. Something like that. I don't know for sure.
Maybe. That could be the case.
I think she knows that snake was out, so she probably thinks in the back of her mind, if that snake got over there, it could have killed him, and she's freaking out about it.
It's Ryunosuke? Ryunosuke? I couldn't remember if there was an O in it. I think she was very quick to pin it on him, but I think that was kind of a scapegoat.
Yeah, I think in the back of her mind, she was always like, I don't know where my snake was last night. It probably got there. It could have done this. And no pet owner wants to think about the idea that their pet accidentally killed the guy. So she's probably just like, oh. But I think the snake's also a red herring. I really do. Sure.
Especially since, like, I brought up and the games brought up, it's striped, not speckled.
That, yes. And the drugged thing.
Yeah, and the drugged thing.
I don't think the snake was drugging people. And I'm just like...
I don't know.
I mean...
What if it's got hella ketamine, dog?
That's true. Maybe it's a party snake. Maybe it's Party Guy from Steven Universe.
Forgot about Party Guy.
Party Guy lives in my head rent free.
I forgot about Party Guy.
I love Party Guy.
What does Pearl say to Party Guy?
She just goes, Party Guy, no! Because it's the Amethyst that does. She's like, hey, Greg, did you invite anyone else? Party Guy, 6 feet, hissing, reptilian. He's like, no. And she's like, oh, you might want to factor in a +1. Oh, Steven Universe is funny, guys. You should watch it. Anyways. Just chilling.
I just love how chill Beef Stroganoff
is. That's why I think he's a fellow snake lover.
My man's is just like, well, there's snake.
It's like, this happens sometime with snake, you know?
There is snake on face, but not big deal.
Not big deal. Nothing. Damn it, I keep doing that too. Nothing you can do about it.
Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. And yet, the fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band.
Wait a minute, this motherfucker is defanged. Look at him. Not a fang to be seen.
I think that
It's
might
just a
be
regular. You don't know if he's actually defanged. That's not evidence.
Where are his teeth then?
Yeah, listen, it's not evidence. You can't be like no fangs, dog.
Snakes have to also like push their fangs out.
Yeah, I think they can hide them.
Yeah.
But he mad.
He mad, but maybe he's not mad enough to
Maybe he's
release the fang.
Also, I've never heard a snake make this noise. Yeah! Yeah!
Woo! Check this shit out!
Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way.
I just think the snake is cute, and I don't want him to be a murderer.
Listen, you've been on that train this entire time.
Yeah, I'm biased.
What explanation can we give, pray? Can we then give, pray? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's
What was
the...
this?
No. I was sorry. I was looking at her motion, her action.
Oh,
She looked like
she's
she was hiding her
hand.
pocket.
I mean, she might be.
Oh, yeah, that may be too.
It might be the next thing he points out.
What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
No! Don't look at me! This has nothing to do with any of this!
Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Yes, that which you're trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's
I actually don't know how to slough skin.
slothed skin.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
I only
Can be
know
the
of it, it's
snake's
like snakes
sloughed
sloughing off
skin.
of your bones or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, delicious. That does not look like a fucking
That's more
molt.
It doesn't. It does not look like a molt at all.
It doesn't look like a mole.
Nope.
But it does look more speckled.
It does, yeah.
Evidently, after the subtle but horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours.
This makes her suspicious as fuck now, because this definitely looks like an inanimate, speckled object that could not be mistaken as a living thing in Cosmo's diary.
Shed its original skin, no?
That's not how snakes work.
It's not.
I don't know what you are talking about!
It takes days. It takes days for it.
Well, and it doesn't change its pattern entirely from one shed
No,
to
shut
another.
Up, stop it.
It doesn't change its pattern, but I mean, the pattern can look different on the shedded skin,
But not like that.
but not like that. And also, it literally usually comes off in pieces or flakes.
That was a
Even if you get a
weird-looking
hold one,
condom.
it's like this is a weird looking condom. It was also green, and it's like I don't think I've ever seen molt that wasn't at least
It's
more
like
browny.
White. It's like white and brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's dead skin.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna read this real fast.
Yeah, go for it. And this time they were using those wool, like lambskin condoms. Yeah.
Skin, yeah.
But I also would not be green. If your condom is green, I got questions.
I mean, maybe it's apple flavored.
Maybe there was like Ghostbusters brand condom.
Ghostbusters brand Oh, hell yeah.
Slimer condom.
Or like, oh man, are there glow in the dark condoms? There have to be, right?
Don't-
But
Yeah, there
that would
definitely
fit in
are.
line with Ghostbusters because it's like the ectoplasm.
That'd be so sick. Tell me there are glow in the dark
Is there a way to
condoms.
make your cum glow in the dark?
I don't know.
Wait, have you ever seen there's cum lube. Have you ever seen cum lube?
Wait, what does that do?
It's lube that mimics and looks like cum.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that like
That's
But
for people who have like a fetish for
Yeah, a
cum,
fetish
but
for
like
cum.
don't want
people
the
use
risk.
that in like sex toys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Welcome
I'm
back to
pretty
Sex Ed
sure-
with Watashi Machine, by
I'm
the
pretty
way.
sure that comes in glow in the dark.
That'd be so
but
sick.
I want my cum to be glowing. in the dark.
I'm pretty sure you need to like drink some fucking chemicals for that.
But is there a
You need
way
to
I
drink
could
like
do
coolant
it?
or something, but don't do that because coolant will kill you.
Last night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, your thin speckled friend slithered next door.
That's not how molting works.
Hey, listen, shut the fuck up! We're gonna correct it soon.
I know.
Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't actually know this, but I don't watch that much porn, that the cum shots at the end of porn are almost always lube. I didn't know that.
I mean, it's probably...
That makes so much sense, though.
Well,
but
because
I didn't know
people
that.
in the industry, well, not in the industry, but like in fetish or whatever, they love to see a huge cum shot, and people don't typically come that much.
I figured that they were like
problem is that
doing
their job
stuff.
isn't porn.
Yeah.
And their job is to come.
So like that's your job. So you would do what you can.
You can hold back cum for a while and then get like a big old load.
Yeah.
But then like you're like you have to wait like a whole week plus for that to come back.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to build up all that cum.
You can't just like I've been holding back my cum, and now I have multiple load. Like maybe, but. Realistically, you're gonna get like 1 to 2.
Yeah, and that it makes
holding back your cum.
Well, also it just depends on biology too. Like, do you cum a lot or do you not cum a lot? And there's some people with huge penises that are in the porn industry that just don't produce a ton of.
That's true
cum.
too. There is a biological factor.
Well, it also has to go through the huge penis.
Yeah.
Think about like the distance the cum has to travel.
Yeah, and not only that, but when you
it is true, size you do store up cum like solar.
Yeah, like a fucking solar beam. Yeah.
But also, when you are having sex for a shoot, right, for a movie or a film or whatever, you're probably likely coming several times during a session. You're not gonna just fuck once.
Yeah.
You're going to be fucking several times.
You can't afford to hold that shit in for a full week. You have to work. So that makes sense.
Well, I mean, even in just one shoot, even just one filming, you're going to be filming for 12 hours in a day.
And eventually, when you come enough, like, you're not getting much.
Yeah.
You might get,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you're going to be filming. No one can keep a boner for 12 hours. That's not healthy. So you're going to be shooting for a while, take breaks.
You take a break.
Sometimes you don't come. Sometimes you just pull out and like let it fall limp and then fluff it back up. That's why there are fluffers on set.
Oh yeah.
There's times you can definitely tell when they're fluffing.
I just don't watch that much.
And also,
porn.
you can definitely. There's other times you can definitely tell that they like came recently.
Yeah,
but they still filmed.
Yeah.
I have no idea, like, because I don't have a penis. Like, I don't know how you can tell.
I can tell, and I'm like, you're not fooling.
I don't have a. I don't have a penis.
You're not fooling anyone with that boner, brother.
Yeah, I don't have a penis, but those are also things that I see. But only because
I just assumed they were taking enhancement stuff to like keep them through, like
not
the
all of
shoot
them,
or whatever.
Some of them take enhancement stuff, but not all of them do, because it's not actually like if you don't have erectile dysfunction, it's actually really not healthy for you to take.
Well,
that
I'm aware of, but I figured that it was still something they did in the industry anyway.
Well, no, they do, because there's lots of unhealthy practices in the industry.
Right.
But some people are naturalists.
If you're watching porn and you see, you're like, that's a boner, like big old cock.
Yeah,
that's a boner. But you notice when it's penetrating, it's still pretty bendy. That's post cum.
Oh. I did not know that.
So you can.
I learned something about dicks today.
You can maintain a boner post cum,
yes,
and even be like, hell yeah, I'm down to keep going. But
yes,
your dick is a little bendy, or it's a little bit more like.
I know what you mean, but I didn't know that that's why that happens.
Fluffed, like you said, it will be more bendy than like a rod.
When you're like ready to go, you're kind of rock hard.
And like also the color.
It's really obvious. Yeah, also the color changes too.
What?
The lighter it is, I would say. It's because
it's not as hard.
It's not as hard because there's more blood in the penis. The harder it is.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Like scientific. Like I'm learning a lot about dicks today, guys.
If you're watching a porn and it's like, and like the guy didn't just come, but for some reason his dick is like really kind of like going with the flow, like it's really just bendy, or like and you're like. But that looks like a boner, because otherwise, like, it looks like a
It does. It's erect.
It's erect, but it's not... There's not enough blood. There's not enough blood in it to make it, like, rock hard.
Wow.
So, like, the more blood in it, the more, like, firm it gets.
That's crazy. Shoutouts to fucking porn actors that have to deal with that.
There's times you can tell. where it's just like, yeah,
Absolutely.
they came fairly recently.
Or they've been recently fluffed, yeah.
They've been yeah, exactly. Like, you know, it's a situation like that.
My ex-friend who was a big name in the industry said fluffers don't exist.
Maybe
What?
Maybe they don't exist as much anymore. They definitely did exist.
At least in the last 20 years or so.
They did, or
maybe some studios specifically just don't have them.
Well, I think
maybe
fluffers.
it's too degrading.
I think fluffers do still exist for actors, especially who are because a lot of actors, and this I don't think is talked enough about in the industry. There's a lot of like. And this kind of pisses me off because this kind of came up recently and I saw it and I was real mad. There's a lot of men or women or trans or whatever that have a specific sexuality but will do porn for the opposite sexuality.
Right.
So, for example, there's a gay man who does straight porn.
Right. Because that's profitable.
Fluffer is necessary.
Yeah,
because they're not attracted to the woman. So yeah, I would say fluffers probably do still exist.
It is a weird legal thing to have on set, for sure.
It is a weird legal thing to have on set.
Interesting.
I do believe it's like more of an outdated thing. But I think that in those kind of situations, there's a level of necessity.
I think personally, this is why amateur porn is probably the way to go. You know?
I only watch amateur porn. I don't watch produced porn.
I don't think I've really seen that much produced porn at all.
I only know these things. Sorry.
No, we're getting back to it, and I'm going to timestamp this when it goes to YouTube.
I'm just like...
Yeah.
But Daniel's just reminding us that we're playing a game.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted him to do.
I only know these things because A, I follow a lot of sex workers. I'm very interested in the sex industry. And
I follow sex voiceover artists, like not safe for work voiceover, like hentai voiceover artists. But I don't think I follow very many...
Is that weird, you think?
What?
Like hentai voiceover?
Hentai voiceover? No. I've done it.
No, I don't mean like, is it weird that they do that? Is it like, feel awkward to do, I guess is my question.
Does it feel awkward to do? No. Actually, it's quite fun. And one of the big not safe for work voice actors that I follow is Ace.
Yeah. Most of the not safe for work artists, like pornographic doujinshi artists I follow, are Ace.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's pretty fun, actually.
Because I was thinking about, like, if I was good at art and could draw, like, not to say that I would jerk off my own shit, but I would 100% jerk off my own shit.
I will say that I've at least gotten aroused once from something that I've recorded, but, like, that was, like, a thing where I was just like, cool, I did a good job.
Hey, high five, brother.
But like, no, I've well, I mean, you know, the thing that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I'm literally reading an erotica audiobook right now.
High five, brother, because that's rad.
But I've also auditioned for many hentai before, and I find hentai especially to be very fun.
Yeah.
Because they want you to be really over the top. They don't want you to do natural reads at all. They want you to go like that kind of, like that kind of thing.
We're gonna get banned.
Sorry, Twitch, please don't ban me. There's nothing on screen. There's no sex.
Sausage maker syndrome. I've seen how it's made.
One of the doujinshi artists I follow is a sex repulsed ace.
Hate sex?
Huh?
So
physically does not want to be touched in any way. Like, she doesn't even like hugs.
Oh wow.
She does not want to be touched.
Hugs is so great,
but she
to each their own.
She draws porn for a living because she says, I love the idea of it. I love the imagery of it, but don't fucking touch me.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
That's how I am about drawn porn. I think that drawn pornography is art.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought the whole Twitch TOS change could have been a great thing until I browsed the art tag and saw lolly frame 1.
Listen, they rolled it back, so it's fine.
Good, because I was like, this could be great for, you know, I think porn is art, and I feel like people should be able to draw it, and I feel like I should be able to play an adult game, like rated M for mature game, like playing a video game, like Yakuza or some shit, and accidentally one scene there's a titty out, and I'm like, oh fuck, am I gonna get banned for this? And I liked that I didn't have to worry about that, except I forgot weirdo sexualized children, and I'm pissed about it.
Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, The serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters.
No hesitation. That was a segue for the ages.
Was incredible. Get the fuck over here, Sid. Oh.
Dude, I fucking love you, man.
Let's see what the next line is. Holy
Anyways,
shit,
back to where we were.
I love you, Sid.
I love you too. In the dim light, it appeared that the young gentleman who was about to lose his life, as a speckled band.
Holy shit.
Pedophiles are gross, and also this snake did it.
That might be my favorite segue that's ever happened on this screen. Dude, I think we all need a cigarette, yeah.
In summary, the nature...
You gotta keep me a puff of that, bro.
Yeah.
In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change with its time it slows its skin.
Is that real? I think you made that up, brother.
He doesn't know.
I think
Listen,
that's
this
definitely
is Ace Attorney.
not
we can
real.
Have anything. Their justice system is
Like
not
nature
real
can
either.
nature can be whack. So I could see that being a real thing in nature because nature doesn't care about what the rules are. But also, I'm pretty sure you made that
Care
up.
about what the rules are. Sometimes it's just like, all right, you're a different gender now.
Yeah, nature do that shit all the time. That's why I don't get with the whole trans debate thing that people have. Because I'm like, have you seen nature, my guy?
Well,
nature is fucking queer.
The thing that annoys me is whenever someone's like cis is a slur. I can't believe they've made up this term, cis. So
Sid has the most smug, satisfied look on his face right now.
If you've ever studied biology, you learn about cellular structure. And you learn that there are such things as trans cells and cis cells.
Yeah.
Trans cells are cells that are really adaptable, and they change pretty much like on a whim. Like they basically, those cells are willing to become, like they could become liver cells. They become this cell. Like, Like they're really adaptable. And cis cells, kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
It is a biological term that exists already. So when they're like, I believe in biology, and then you talk about, therefore trans doesn't, you're like, so you haven't studied biology.
Yeah.
You know nothing about biology.
Nothing about biology at all.
You fucking whack-ass turf motherfuckers.
Also, did you know that brains in transgender people are different than cisgender brains? This is a real study that has been done.
Is it safe to say, Kemi, Danny, that you are both cis individuals?
Yes.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah?
I am.
Y'all just heard an amazing argument posed by two mostly cis individuals.
I fucks with agender shit sometimes.
Hell yeah.
The closest I would be is like... I don't think I'm like non-binary, but I have traits. But I don't consider myself non-binary.
I'm a she, they, not a they, she.
I'm a he, they is what I consider. But I'm pretty cis. I'm a straight. I am Latino technically, but I am white presenting cis male.
My argument still kind of stands.
My pronouns are that bitch.
Hell yeah, brother.
My argument still kind of stands, though. You've got two individuals who are, cis-identifying, if not a little...
For all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That just pose two amazing arguments, while the trans person in the room just sat and listened.
The trans person in the room has
with the most satisfied
has
face.
been doing a suspicious British accent.
Yeah.
So yeah, cis people, you can fucking get it. Get on their level, okay?
Yeah, you can, honestly.
That's my point. That's my point. The trans person in the room didn't even fucking speak.
It's
so...
literally down to your fucking education. Like, cis people literally, like, TERFs literally are just like, I just believe in science while not looking at any science.
Not looking at any science.
Like, read a book, go to med school, come back and talk to me.
It's just, for me, it was like, there's so many people, like
what does this mean? See, you don't know. Why are they... It's
What
like
is a woman?
I'm like,
and then you're like,
get me started.
you're like a person that says they're a woman. And then they're like, no, but what is a woman? And I'm like, whoever says they're a woman.
Yeah. The problem is that
You're conflating sexual, like female sex with the gender woman. And that's incorrect for you to do.
We can't stay on this for too long.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, even biologically,
Although
if you look at
trans rights,
things like the brain study, biologically, there is a difference. It's not even just preference. It is still biological. You're still wrong when you think that it's only I just said that I'm a woman, so I'm a woman today.
Correct.
That's incorrect. It's not how it works. Read a book.
Is a red... Oh, wait, I already read that.
Yeah.
A snake so dreadful, we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India.
Why?
Because he made it up.
Welcome back. Hi, Sotomori. Thanks for the resub.
So, Timbori, what's
The
up,
big
baby?
6-0. 60 months. TERFs believe in 1780s science only. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. That's super true. But it's also like in 1780 there were still seahorses. Like we still know about like breeds of animals that do like hello?
The when you actually try and bring like the fact that there's animals that are like intersex
That just change their gender. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is they also have to just ignore that intersex humans exist.
Exactly.
Which is insane to me because there's that whole statistic of like there are more intersex people than there are gingers, like natural gingers, and that is true. And it's like, no, they don't want to hear that. They just want to, when an intersex person is born, they look at it and go, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to decide for them. And that's going to be what they are for the rest of their lives. And that's not how it works, man. It's not how that works. Anyways.
And doctors make up stupid shit about how, like, it could be cancerous for them. They could die.
No. Oh, man. I hate
if
bad
you don't
faith
choose
doctors
a gender.
Make me irate. In fact, we have to move on from this topic because I could talk about bad faith doctors all day long, like that guy who said that vaccines cause autism. Boy, I hate that guy so much. He's still out there doing it. Anyways, we're going to move on now because that'll be an hour-long tangent. Trans people deserve the right to exist and be free and safe and happy. By the way, this should go without saying.
Get through topic 2 quicker.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that you think I
it
deserve
should be
to
the
live.
bare fucking minimum, Sid.
Moving on.
Good segue, Sholmes.
Moving on from trans rights, which
come...
the UK does not believe in.
No, not really.
We come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim.
He's so extra.
He's so sassy. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear that there is no visible sign of injury.
Oh, she's so nervous about it.
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom.
What venom?
Now, if we take that as fact,
We just make it up as fact.
we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no. Could there be?
He shitted himself.
Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively.
Also, we still don't know whether Kazuma can't write in Russian. I'm confident. Like, how did that happen?
No, he's so learned.
I don't think he speaks Russian.
The almost, but not quite, oh lord, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth.
No, that's not how snake bites work. Like, there are things that can bite you and you won't know it.
Snakes are not one of them.
Bats are very notorious for biting people and not being noticed. That's how people get rabies super commonly. Some certain spiders, and also famously the blue-ringed octopus, which is one of the most like venomous creatures on the planet.
Vestiges, yes. That one I do know. But thank you.
I'm like Sid's advisor.
I love you, though. I love you for it. Thank you.
Just whispering in Sid's ears. Okay, so that's best. Oh, okay.
I was reading it while y'all were talking, so I had no idea what you were saying, and I was like,
I can't stress how important it is if you're in Australia to never pick up anything that you see in the ocean. Just don't.
Don't pick up anything.
Because not only are blue ring octopi very cute and tiny, and you can hold them in your hand, they will kill you in minutes. And you won't even feel it because their bite marks are so small.
Did you know?
Or their stings are so small.
Did you know you remember how, in Finding Nemo, Dory makes a friend with a little thing she calls a squishy?
Yes.
Those will fucking kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Those
will.
kill humans.
Yeah, all the time. And also, there's a rockfish that, like, literally just looks like a rock. And you could step on it.
Yeah.
And it will kill you immediately. So, like, just don't touch anything in Australia. Just don't do it.
Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend.
This makes no sense. I keep wanting to say dis. It's not right.
This makes no sense.
No, TH sounds are supposed to be like S's or Z's.
This makes no sense.
This makes no sense.
Por favor. No, TH and is and D is like a Hispanic.
Yeah, and the H sound also does the and I forget that all the time too.
There's no point in feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova.
I like looked up a thing before stream to be like, what am I forgetting about the Russian accent? And I was like, oh, everything!
After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glances betrayed the hiding place you chose. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt.
Wait, how is that her? How is it our assassin? You're just assuming snakes are going to be working on our commands when, like, snakes just do what they want. You don't...
It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend.
Sholmes. To train.
Take a big drink.
Oh, thanks for the big drink, son.
Thank
I
you,
got water
son.
right here.
Yeah, take a
What?
gulp.
What?
It says big drink.
Yeah, no, I'm taking a big drink.
Big drink is one of each.
Says who? Who decided the rules just now?
Me.
Well, actually, Son should decide what the big drink. I've
Hey,
been drinking wine this whole time. This is
Son.
for me to drink water.
Son, she's drinking water right now. But you have the choice to make her drink water and wine.
I mean, I could drink wine too if you want, but I probably will anyway without
So do
you even
consider
saying anything.
Big drink to be just
I'm
water?
gonna do it anyway. Speaking of big drink,
or
I
los
have
dos?
got to pee now. I've been had too many liquids. I gotta pee.
Can we finish this?
Yes, we
dance
can
with
finish this
direction?
first.
Okay,
Everybody
let's go.
shut up. We're gonna finish this first.
Wine turn, you gotta drink both, dumbass.
Okay, I'll do both, but also
Right
everyone
now,
shut up. Let's
before
finish
people-
this.
I also have to pee.
Okay.
Indeed, you'd put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle.
That's not correct. No way.
You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more.
No problems.
This is a lot of reaching you're doing right now.
No, shut up.
But he's so handsome.
He
It's
is.
really British.
Do you deny the snake has undergone such training?
Yes, categorically. It's not true.
Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending its existence forever.
Venom, what?
That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life.
Daniel's just giving me a weird look and a thumbs up, and I don't know what's happening.
That happened. That's what he said.
That
all happened. It's true. It's
press
the truth.
X to doubt.
I am so fucking brilliant. You don't even know.
That's my man's Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah,
Why could he
you
get
know
it
what?
wrong?
He is a famous detective.
do-
I'm a famous detective. I'm incredibly handsome, and I am endearing.
And who,
Yeah.
bitch, I'm fucking denying.
There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible.
Well, he said so,
He
so...
did say who, bitch, I'm fucking denying. That's what he said.
Death by a venomous snake's bite.
Oh, shit. Wait, hang on a second. Sotenbori is also putting out a warning about funnel web spiders.
The most venomous in the world. If you find one
In
or around
your house, there's a good chance the second one is close by. That's scary.
Does that mean funnel web spiders fuck?
I think about that with every spider, though. The minute that I find a spider and I take it outside or kill it, depending on my mood or situation, the immediate second thought is there's another one around. It's got to be another one.
Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the speckled band.
It's because they're searching for mates. Oh, there's two of them.
Okay, this is the pee time.
Okay, guys,
This is the pee time.
we've got to piss. You guys just hang out with Daniel for a second. Daniel, don't say anything incriminating about
Can
us.
someone go downstairs and give me another drink?
I can absolutely. I will also pee downstairs.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I won't. I don't want to pee downstairs.
Yeah, that's because you're scared of spiders.
No, I just...
No, you are scared of spiders.
That bathroom is full of spiders.
It's not full of spiders. I pee in there all the time. Not even one single spider.
Hello, it is me. I am here to entertain the stream. It's not full of spiders. Kemi says it's full of spiders because when they first moved in, like before they even moved in, the first time she walked into that bathroom, there was a spider in there because it had not been occupied by humans. So, like, there was a spider there in the interim period between when someone was living there and not. And as a result, Kemi's like, well, that bathroom has spiders, so I'll never piss in that bathroom ever in my life. Absolutely. Sholmes has so much confidence. They're the best. I love them. I love Herlock Sholmes in this game. If you have not played this game, I mean, thank you for watching it via us, although you're not seeing... We're so slow at actually getting through the game. But this game is great. Herlock Sholmes is a big reason it's a part of it. As Eric Scarden me. There could be one spider or several. Yeah, I know. He's talking about they could be in one place or several.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, Kemi is back.
Listen, alright. I know you're talking shit about me in the bathroom because I have super hearing and I can hear everything. I can hear everything you said. Listen.
There was a spider once in that room.
I need you to understand something because there are 2 points to this.
Okay.
First of all, as recently as a month ago, there were, and I counted, 5 spiders in that bathroom.
Wait.
Second of all, the reason is probably because there was a spider that was just, we were letting live on our porch for a long time, and she made hella babies all the time.
Well, that's your fault. You shouldn't let her live on your porch.
She was just vibing.
But not on the porch!
But also, we had issues with mud daubers and stuff, so I left her there so she could kill them. Second of all,
Absolutely, baby.
it's not the amount of spiders that really is the problem for me. It's the proximity. That bathroom is tiny. That bathroom is cramped and tiny.
So then use that as your excuse, not the spiders.
If there were that many spiders in my bathroom, that's attached to my room, I would not have a problem.
Because there's plenty of space for you and the spiders to coexist.
Yeah. Like, that spider is within, 6 inches of my body if I'm downstairs.
I love spiders.
I don't mind them being in the same room as me, but I have a bubble.
I don't like big spiders.
And to be clear, they are all very tiny. They're like cellar spiders.
Tiny spiders, I'm more okay. I mean, I'll still be wary because I don't know what spiders are spooky and not. But if it's a big spider, it's something about all the angles.
I don't have a problem with
honestly,
certain.
I really like angles.
I like them in future tech, but not on spiders.
I'm very particular about certain things. Like I don't fuck with wolf spiders. If there's a wolf
spiders, I will shit myself on site.
Yeah,
what?
I don't fuck with wolf spiders.
Are my favorite.
I will look at a picture of a wolf spider and be like, that's objectively a pretty cool looking spider. But you put that spider in real life near me, poop is coming out of my shit from a butt.
Wolf spider mommies are so cute.
I don't
less
love wolf
cute
spiders.
when all their babies are running everywhere on the floor.
I love it.
No, it's really scary.
It's adorable.
Dude, you gotta ask the next time Nicole is visiting. There's a really famous story about Nicole and a wolf spider that had babies.
I have to ask.
Yeah. And let's just say that there was a vacuum cleaner involved.
Oh no!
It was really insane.
Oh no! Okay, I'll ask her.
Yeah, it's a really insane story that I can't do justice. But anyways, it's I don't fuck with wolf spiders, but I do fuck with tarantulas.
Shit from a butt, Sotenbori. Shit
I fuck
from
with tarantulas though.
My butt. Shit coming out of my butt. Everyone. I'm a big fat guy. Imagine shit coming out of my butt. Now hit A on that button. Let's see what else we got going on.
I just want to clarify. I love tarantulas. I don't fuck with wolf spiders.
Oh, I do love tarantulas. I love all spiders.
No. There's just some that I can't do.
Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine.
That is so presumptuous.
Hell yeah it is, bitch. Down the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key to training any creature.
Wait a minute.
Or, wait, why are you feeding your snake milk?
Yeah, snakes do not drink milk. What are you doing?
Maybe this snake does.
Huh?
What? Why?
Shit from a butt. Like a copyright 2018, because I have said that as early as 2018.
Really? Damn. Nakey Jakey owes you some money.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I love when tarantulas flick their butt hairs at you. It's painful, but it's adorable.
Because I've literally worked with fiberglass before, and it's so uncomfortable and annoying that I hate it.
I don't want to be flicked with the butt hairs, but I love the way, it's adorable when they do it.
I also don't. They're terrified when they're doing it, so I don't love it that much.
Yeah, well,
But I guess the action of them doing it is cute.
The action is adorable.
I'll give you that.
Just like the action of sloths pooping is adorable.
That's true. The way they wiggle their butts, very cute.
Their poop dance.
Anyways, are there more than one? Is there another kind of pet on this boat that's happening right now?
I don't fucking know. Maybe you should hit the A button and figure it out. Incredible.
Wow.
You've solved the mystery.
Ryunosuke, I don't think he solved the mystery.
Yes. Your great deduction really lives up to its name.
Can we just hit a button that made a soundbite go, wow?
It's the Parodius.
I see now why Sherlock Holmes...
No, copyright.
Holmes.
No.
I just spit on you, I'm sorry.
I don't. It's not a big deal.
I see now why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name. My dear man. Meet me in the bathroom later. I mean, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand.
Is that a thing the Russians say?
Well, that's when they're doing The Stranger.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense.
I can't get over how cute her head tilt is. It's so good.
She's just adorable.
She's so cute.
It's a very Maya pose.
She gives Maya energy.
I mean, she's supposed to.
She's like a more traditional, polite version of Maya.
She's like a very proper.
Because, like, I told her she gives puppy dog energy because of the head tilt and her hair thingies look like doggy ears. Maya also gives big dog energy.
So imagine a Maya. So she is Maya, but imagine she's held back by, like, all the formalities and properness that she wants to maintain.
Yeah, if she were in modern day, she would just be Maya.
Right. She has the same excitement and naivete that Maya has. Mm-hmm. But she's like, oh, I can't necessarily express that in the way I want to because that would be improper.
Yeah.
She's into detective
Maya
novels the way that Maya's into...
Yeah, Maya's like, give me Borger.
Yeah. Susato is into detective novels the same way that Maya's into the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is basically like Herlock is like our willpower.
Yeah.
But like... But very different.
But the difference is that even like Maya recognizes that willpower is outside of the suit is not as impressive as like the Steel Samurai.
Yeah.
Versus
Susato is like, wow, he's just like him.
He's
just so like one of my detective novels.
Oh my goodness, he's so smart.
Wow. Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes?
But of course. What's on your mind?
I feel like now she's getting slowly disillusioned.
She understands.
Yeah.
It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me.
She's not blinded by her fandom.
I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly.
And I appreciate that about her. That she's just like,
yeah,
I'm a big fan of this, but also that's bullshit.
But also, none of this shit made sense,
This is whack.
Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes don't change their pattern based on molting. That's just not a thing.
Here she goes.
Yeah.
Snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. They're very cute.
You are well informed, madam.
And reptiles, don't drink milk.
Ah.
It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see? So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward.
No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding.
Well, but then who's the milk for?
Stop talking!
Milk was merely an example. The logic holds.
But the milk is still there. Who's it for? Is there a dog on the ship? That would be awesome. Please let there be a dog.
Milk is stereotypically more...
For cats, I know. But dogs can drink it too.
Yeah, I mean, cats don't particularly... The idea that cats love milk is just like, no, they'll drink milk, but...
Yeah, they'll drink it, but they're not crazy about it.
They're
And
not
also,
like,
they
"Yo,
shouldn't have it after
They should not have milk.
they reach adulthood.
Yeah.
Like, humans are the only people that really are into milk as adults.
Well, mammals, specifically.
And it's like, we shouldn't technically even
As
be
an
still
adult,
drinking
yes.
We're the only species that drinks other species' milk.
it. That
That is true.
But it's like,
That's
the
because we
reason
have conquered them.
so many people have issues with lactose intolerance is because, like, as an adult, we really should not be consuming that much milk all the time. But it makes sense if you're, like, born female, because the osteoporosis is, like, a thing. Just so you know. The only milk I've had recently is your mom's. Sicey, stop!
We were actually talking
We were just talking about your mom jokes.
Yeah.
And how, like, my mother would not understand and be really, like, not okay with it if she were watching this.
It was a good one, though.
It was a good one, though. I'll give you that. Also, my mom does not watch my Twitch streams. Unless she does secretly, in which case, hi, Mom, sorry.
Let me pet Bandit!
Yeah, just Bandit's good.
I love Bandit. And I haven't met
You never
Mozart.
even got to meet Daisy.
Is it Daisy or Mozart?
No, Mozart is the one that she has now. Daisy...
No, I met Daisy.
Okay, yeah. She got Mozart after
I met
Daisy
both of them.
died.
I got both of them.
Okay. I loved Daisy. She was so good. She was old as fuck, though.
Yeah.
She lived a good life.
She was old and chill. She just liked to lay down.
I'm not singling anyone out. Okay, Mom, if you're watching this, Sicey is not talking about you.
My mom definitely isn't watching, so you mean, sure, suck up my mom's titties, dog.
I'm almost positive that my mother has never watched. I've sent my mom clips because there was a VR stream we did. My mom bought me Moss to play on VR, and so like I did a shout out, and I sent the clip of me being like, "Chat, tell my mom thank you," and that was it. I don't think my mom has ever actually watched my stream
did
ever.
Did she say anything?
She thought it was cute.
That is, I mean, it's cute.
Yeah.
My mom hasn't watched my streams, but my brother does.
Hi,
Your
Shane.
brother watches your streams?
He has before, yeah.
He has before?
Yeah, he's joined streams.
Actually, he's been in chat before.
Yeah, he's been in chat
I
before.
wonder how uncomfortable that has gotten sometimes. You're pretty open.
I am pretty open. He knows I'm pretty open.
Okay.
So like when he and I are talking alone, he doesn't mind. He only gets embarrassed when it's in front of other people.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, in front of other people that he also knows.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if it's strangers, he doesn't really care.
I mean, I can't talk to any of my family that closely, so.
My mom and my brother, I'm more open with.
Your mom would probably be not into, but like more okay with all the weird shit we talk about on stream.
I talk to my mom about everything, so she knows all of my weird shit.
Yeah, she'd just be like, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
Yeah.
Whereas my mother would probably.
She's
just
also
be like,
into some, weird shit.
I want to like hang out with your mom because I've never really done that. Like I've met your mom. But
She
it's always in
is.
passing.
She's lovely. She still has some,
I know.
Nobody's perfect, but
I
Miss
know,
Lisa is
but,
iconic.
Like, I mean, I just don't really know your mom that well, and you're one of my best friends, so I kind of want to just like.
We love moms on this stream, unless
Like,
your mom
I know-
sucks,
I
in
know
which case we
her-
don't
She
love
knows
your
you.
mom.
I talk to her about you sometimes.
That's okay. So people pay for a dog?
Milk.
It's like I know her mom a lot more because I've
Yeah.
actually.
My mom is great, for the record.
I
She just
spent time-
doesn't
like,
really
yeah, I don't-
get this kind of humor, so she
Yeah,
probably
no,
would
like,
not be okay with
I
it.
get that 100%.
My mom's
and-
very sweet, though.
But like, I think it's.
And she's a gamer.
I think it's really cute that like sometimes her mom will send her dog pics and be like, send this to Dan.
Yeah, my mom knows Daniel loves dogs and desperately wants a dog. So my mom will send me dog pics because my mom has 2 dogs.
Oh, that is so cute.
And she'll send me pictures of her dogs at daycare and be like, this is for Daniel.
Yeah.
That is really
My mom's very
cute.
sweet and thoughtful, and she's a gamer, but my mom has the goated opinion of not ever playing video games online with people she doesn't know.
What? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
My mother knows the correct way to play games.
Yep.
Anyways, yes, snakes have no ears, by the way. They cannot hear you.
Well, they can hear, sort of.
They have methods for it.
All I know is most of my knowledge is based off of owning a chameleon. Chameleons cannot hear at all. They cannot hear you. They have no ears and they have no way to hear anything. So
More of a gamer girl than me.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, chill.
I'll give her that she was such a gamer from the get-go, from jump, that she's the reason that I am a gamer. I'll give her that.
My mom is very, very good at Centipede.
My mom was incredible at Sonic 1, specifically, and Donkey Kong Country, the original one.
My mom loved to play
She's
Mrs.
dog shit, I guarantee.
Yeah, but like at the time, she was like the only.
For a mom, she's probably.
For a
pretty
mom,
good.
she's probably goated, but
she's
she's like,
probably
she's not a
dog shit.
speed runner.
Listen, I can jump.
She's not
around.
into Kaizo Mario shit, you know?
Well,
Like,
Listen, that's probably the same with my mom. Like, she was good, really good at Centipede for her time.
yeah.
But she also played Asteroids and Mrs. Pac-Man.
No, my
Those
mom's
were her
Sonic
games.
1, Donkey Kong Country, and Cool Spot.
Hell yeah, let's go!
My mom is the GOAT.
Let's fucking go, Cool
See,
Spot.
Cool Spot
Mario-
was me and my brother's game.
Mario
Let's
3.
go.
Mario 3 specifically.
My brother and I played Cool Spot
I
together.
found out my uncle was kind of like sick at Galaga.
That's awesome.
Like, 'cause I
Galaga
didn't- I
used to be
didn't
my
expect
shit.
It. Like we went to bowling one time and he just went to a Galaga cab and he like obliterated that shit and then just walked away like it was nothing.
That
And
used
I'm
to be
like,
me.
This is the most baller shit you've ever done. Because he's like, over time, like at the time, I was the most baller shit. Right now, he's done more baller shit because, realistically, it's like I always thought of my uncle as like he's like really religious and he was way stricter with his family in terms of like Like, a lot of that family was homeschooled and stuff like that.
Ah, okay.
So you expect to make sure that they stayed with, like, Christian values and stuff like that.
Video games are the Satan's tools.
Well, like, they had video games, but, you know, like...
Unless you're playing Bible Adventure. You play Bible Adventure? No way!
I have played Bible Adventures on a real NES, as well as a game called Exodus.
Oh, I know Exodus!
Yes, I played both of those games because he bought both of them for his children, and I loved Bible Adventures because the Noah's Ark game is fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of... I can't knock it. I can't knock it.
I played a shit ton of that, and I also played a shit ton of Exodus. Now, I didn't care about when it threw scripture at me. I was like, yeah, skip this part. I just want to play.
Yeah, I just want to play
the actual game.
I just want to carry cows and horses and shit. But, like, we owned actual cartridges of that.
Yeah.
And so, like, growing up, it's like my family was religious, but always, like, a little bit more lenient than my cousins and my uncle and stuff like that. Except now, my family is, I feel like my parents are, like, a little bit more religious and closed off in their ways. And my uncle, their son is trans. And they're fully supportive.
Nice.
100%.
We love to see it.
They called me on my birthday, and they were like, happy birthday. Have you talked to Grant, who is the trans cousin I have? Mm-hmm. Have you talked to them? And yeah, they're in this area. I'm sure he would love to see you. Like, they didn't, like, 100%.
Not a single misgender.
Not a single misgender.
Hell yeah.
Fully
we love
supportive.
to see it. It's really the bare minimum bar, but we love to see people fucking pass it.
At no point, like, they're just so willing to be, like, they're so willing to be educated and not be ignorant, and like, they've shown that they're, like, have gone with it.
That's all
and
people want.
And I'm like, damn,
no one expects anyone to get it right away.
Fucking goaded. Because I used to think they were, like, really closed off and religious and, like, would stay that way. And they've just been open to everything. They're very liberal. And I'm like, holy shit, they're so sick.
Yeah. See, that's sick as hell.
That's something that my mom lacks in, is that she uses my dead name, and
I don't love that. She
uses my not great pronouns. By not great, I mean the pronouns that I hate. She knows that I'm trans, and she doesn't, like, care. Like, in a way, she accepts it, right?
Yeah, but the change is, like, something it's, like, difficult, so she just doesn't do it.
She doesn't bother, and I've never enforced it on her, to be fair.
You never really, like, checked her.
Yeah, I've never checked her. So she's just kind of still does it.
I used to be like that with my mother, but then I got mad one day and decided that I'm just going to keep checking her. Until she gets it.
My brother, though, did I tell you what my brother did for his wedding that, like, almost made me cry?
No.
You haven't told me anything.
I just know that your brother was cool and was like, wear a suit, because why would you wear a dress?
Sit in a suit! I want to see Sid in a suit so bad.
I wore slacks, a dress, like a button-up, and a corset.
Sid looks dapper as fuck in a suit. I'm just gonna
see
say.
Sid in a suit.
I have worn very many suits.
I want to see Sid in a suit.
Yeah. Okay, that can be doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show me Sid in the suit.
But anyway, I'll try to make this story quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we are gonna get back to it. I promise.
I distracted. I'm sorry. This is my fault.
I timestamp YouTube. Who cares?
Just finish this point and then we'll go.
Okay, so my brother was planning his wedding, and I got a lot of responsibilities dumped on me on the last minute.
Yeah, which sucked.
Well, but it's kind of sucked, but also kind of made me happy. I ended up being his best man.
That's sick as hell.
That's sick.
And his ring bearer.
That's weird.
And
yeah, what?
It's just
it was
sick into weird, but keep going on.
Well, it's very different because it was a Catholic wedding.
Okay.
So like the ring bearer thing was an important part of the ceremony.
I'm just so used to seeing small children do it.
Yeah. So
or dogs.
Or dogs.
So there's like a blessing of the rings part of the ceremony, and so I brought them up to the priest, and yeah. Anyway, and I had to do a reading, like a Catholic Bible reading.
Danny's just shaking his head.
Catholic weddings are such dog shit. Keep going.
Keep going.
Well, let me addendum that. My brother's Catholic wedding was like a speed run Catholic wedding.
Hell yeah.
Fucking God.
It was not 4 hours long. It was actually really short. It was like 30 minutes.
Oh, thank
Damn.
fucking God.
That's really short.
Thank God.
There was 2 readings. There was a very quick homily, then the actual wedding ceremony itself, and closing prayer. That was it. Anyway, they hired a photographer, and he was like, listen, we're hiring this photographer, and I want to know what they need to refer to you as. Because I know, mama calls you this or whatever, but I know you don't go by that, and I want the photographer to know how to talk to you.
That's so nice.
That little moment.
Yeah,
of
little
him,
gestures like that.
Just that. I literally, even now, I'm about to, tear up.
Yeah, I see it in your eyes are glossy a little bit. It's like, it's not about... People get so fixated on the misgender to being corrected thing as an aggression, and it's like, it's not about that. It's about, it's about trans joy. It's about, when you... I don't know very many trans people unless it is so pushed over and over, and it's building up, and it's on purpose to hurt them. Most trans people that I know personally and have seen around, when they are misgendered accidentally, it's not a thing. They're just like, it's this actually, and then that's the end of the conversation. But when you do something for them, affirming, it's so positive.
It's so joyous.
That's what
I can't even explain.
And people, because this is where we're at right now in society, are so grateful for you to just refer to them correctly and be considerate of your fellow human.
Yeah.
It's not really a lot of aggression unless you're being a dick and constantly on purpose misgendering them. And to a lesser extent, I've experienced this somewhat in my name, because I'm not
you
trans,
don't go by your birth
but
name.
I don't go by my legal name.
You could still consider it a death or dead name.
It is basically, I don't like my legal name. It's basically a dead name to me without any gender dysphoria attached to it. But I've had people on purpose refuse to call me Kemi, and it feels so. You know who it is. Yeah.
I know who it is. So
and it's infuriating.
And it's infuriating, and it makes me feel
I will tell
awful.
you. I will tell you even better about it as of late.
I know that, but in the past, it was very stubborn.
It was very stubborn and was deliberate.
Deliberate, yes. It was it's not like they didn't know what my name was. They just refused
and you don't
to
have
use
to
it.
Forgive them.
And I don't forgive them, and I don't have to. But in a similar wedding situation, I had my sister-in-law approach me during her bachelorette party to be like, I'm going to introduce you to some new people. Should I use this name or Kemi? And I was like, that's so fucking nice of you. Please use Kemi. That's my name. And that made me feel better.
Yeah.
I mean, the best scenario would be if she just knew to use my name, but the fact that she even asked made me feel so much better about it.
I think the reason my brother asked was because he knows around my family, I'm not exactly out.
That's why she asked too, because I allow my mother to use my legal name because I love my mother and she gave me that name, so I'm not going to be bitter about it.
With my mom. It's the exact same thing with my mom.
Your legal name sucks, so
yeah, but it was definitely, people put a lot of thought into what they want to name their children, and I get it.
That's
my legal name sucks
it's
too.
It's just your actual name. A, that's your actual name, so I'm going to use it. B, it's just so much better.
Yeah, I don't like my legal name.
It's just so much sicker.
More importantly, to the point, at this point in my life, Kemi has been my name since I was...
It's also that's how I've known you.
Kemi, I've been going by Kemi since I was 11.
Since before me.
I was 11, I think, when people started calling me Kemi.
I'm
33.
I didn't know it was that early.
Yeah, it was very early.
I assumed it was later because of how much trouble people had.
Well, because I did introduce myself with my legal name for a long time. I didn't exclusively use the name Kemi
I see. So
for nothing else
this is my
until
name,
I was
but I like
19.
To be called this.
Either way, I was a teenager.
It ended up becoming like, it started as a nickname, but then became like, no, this is what my name is.
Yeah. At 33 years old.
At least in presentation.
Using my legal name doesn't even, if you called that out in a crowd, I wouldn't even turn my head. It's just not a name that even registers to me as my name anymore.
Yeah, because it's so...
That and it just isn't my name.
I know, that too, but it also sucks.
I've been going by Sid since I was 18.
Yeah.
That's pretty early, too.
Yeah, I've been going by Sid since I was 18, and to the point where I'm pretty much in the same boat where if somebody says my dead name, I don't.
It doesn't register. Because it's not your name.
No, it's not.
It's like if I were to call you Donnie instead of Daniel.
I would punch you.
Yeah, but also you'd be like, who's Donnie? Anyways, back to the game. Sorry. Yes, so, snakes don't drink milk, that's whack.
Now run that jaw temperature!
So I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal a snake by whistling, because they don't really hear the same way people do.
No. The only thing I have to argue about that is that they kind of have to, like... It's like...
They have a way to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works with snakes. I just know that is not the case for chameleons. They can't hear shit.
But madam, what of the tales from Arabia?
Aren't those, like, heavily...
Wrong.
Stereotyped and wrong?
Again, that's not... Okay.
Yeah.
Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sound of a flute?
I'm pretty sure that doesn't
Keep in
happen.
mind, this is like 1902.
Yeah.
That's true. They don't have, like, the internet to tell them that this shit is whack.
They just have word of mouth and, like random fucking stories.
Yeah, but look how cute he is.
He is adorable. He do be adorable.
I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements. That makes more sense.
What? No!
Oh.
You just ruined his world.
He's literally just like,
oh.
I see.
I see. Well, I guess there's no magic in the world.
No hands, no feet, no ears! These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless.
Bro, that's not true.
He's like, damn, snakes suck. Fuck these guys.
Oh, they don't have arms. Does a YouTube edit? No, you're assuming that I edit anything.
No.
I'm putting timestamps.
We just timestamped this shit. Welcome to hell.
You think I'm gonna open up Adobe Premiere?
Welcome to hell, motherfuckers.
Hell no.
Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes.
Also, they can do a ton of shit you can't do.
There is one other thing.
Oh, fuck. You have more?
Well, yeah, you were pretty wrong on everything. So, snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in those cabins.
No, they could, but it would be difficult.
Yeah. Then it should try harder!
Uh-oh.
Should try harder.
Naturally, yeah. You know what? Skill issue.
Please don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes.
He's like so pissed.
The point
He's
is...
like, who the fuck even likes snakes then? What's the point?
What is the
Who
point
even
of
would
snakes?
get this dog shit pet?
Even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
not
true.
true. I mean, snakes are wild.
Yeah, that isn't true. Not necessarily. Like, it would have trouble going up the cord.
But it could make
It
it.
would likely go up the cord and eventually push the cord to the wall, and then use that.
It could make it.
But
Yeah.
it could do it. The snake could make this trip.
Yeah, it
Yes,
could 100%.
And snakes can be trained.
This is true.
Yes,
Snakes
this
are
is
very
also true.
trainable.
Yeah.
But everything else is wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had any part in this.
That is true. It is far-fetched to assume the snake had a part in it.
Oh,
Look how
he's
sad.
so sad.
He's so sad. He's like, but it makes for such better story.
But my brilliant deduction.
He's like, but the story's so sick, though.
Okay. Well, that like literally Japanese, English, and Russian, but we're still like no Spanish. It's time for Spanish.
Okay. Well, I'm Cuban.
Yeah, you are Cuban. Yeah, but also, what did that originate from again?
So the reason we keep going like grr is because there was a time where my friend was in the hospital, but he like him and his friends had come to visit him in the hospital, and they were watching just like one of the channels, and the channels had a movie that was dubbed in Spanish.
Didn't you tell me this story while you were in a hospital?
Correct.
My God, I
did tell you
remember.
this while I was in a hospital, but they were watching a movie which was dubbed in Spanish, and the idea was that like the premise of the scene was that there was like, I don't know the actual details, but the big twist of the scene is that all of a sudden a helicopter, like they're on top of a building, and they're talking about some shit, and it's being dubbed. It's in Spanish, but the movie is originally in a different language, so it's being dubbed in Spanish. And then all of a sudden, like a helicopter appears from like above, like it shows up like as a big twist surprise, like, oh shit, here's a helicopter, and the idea is that the character is supposed to be like, what? And their reaction is really
like over the top,
like what? Like what the fuck? And then the person dubbing it in Spanish just went, gay. So imagine a person like really passionately being like, what the fuck is that? Like just like surprised out of their mind, except that the voiceover is just gay.
I don't think we've ever told that story before, and we say K
so
all the
keep
time.
Going like gay.
I just assume people who don't know think we're saying gay.
Just gay.
Okay.
Just means what in Spanish, but their cadence is just really like
flat as fuck.
Just really like, I can't read this line like they want me to.
I think, we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh no, you don't mean...
Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholm's latest deductions, and then turn them into the great ones they ought to be. You know, if he was good.
If he didn't suck ass. I had a feeling that was coming.
Ooh, we about to dance, brother.
Alright, let's give it a try.
No, you have to see how crazy fucking Ryunosuke gets with
He
it.
gets really into it.
Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruto.
Yes, right.
So cast your eyes down to your wrists again.
I love this. He fucking unchains you.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, you're cuffed normally right now. You've done it again!
He only sets you free for this.
Yeah, he sets you free for this because they don't want to have the animation with him having fucking...
It's so funny. It's so I love when they cut corners like this
Yeah.
and they acknowledge it.
Your handcuffs are gone. That's convenient.
Where did they go? Fear not. I shall see they're restored after our work is done.
Do you have to, though?
I really wish you'd leave them all.
Now, everyone, let us begin.
The dance.
Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Let's go. I love how into this Ryunosuke gets.
Hold it, Mr. Sholmes.
Alright, so it's gonna repeat your lines again, so we're gonna skip through those.
That's fine.
Until we get to the new lines. Do with me, the whole thing has nothing to do with me, yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain.
Question mark. Because clearly it's not.
She does have a pained expression on her face.
Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind. Like mine.
But you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly. Is that it? Could there be some other way to interpret her expression?
let's take a moment and really look very closely at Miss Pavlova.
Hand.
Well, you can rotate. So the idea here is that you can.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That doesn't look like a bite either. It's a claw.
I'll scratch.
Oh, fuck. The snake is Beef Stroganoff Snake. She has a different pet. Guys! I knew he was a snake lover. He just looked like one.
Oh, Naruhodo-san, look! That looks like a very painful wound. Does that mean there's a kitten in here somewhere? I want to meet the
It's
cat.
Not a very painful wound.
It's just a tiny little scratch.
It's just a little scratch.
No, cats can... I'm thinking about that time that Link clawed me directly into my vein.
This is some real pussy shit she's talking about right
Dude,
now.
Sid knows I bled everywhere.
it's
You did bleed
I actually almost passed out from blood loss.
Real pussy shit.
And Link didn't even mean to do it. He just accidentally, clung onto my
cat
arm
clawed
directly
me
into
one
the
time.
vein where you draw blood
Oh
from.
no, a cat clawed me one time and now I'm bleeding everywhere.
My bathroom looked like a crime scene.
Oh no, a bathroom looked
I
like
must
a
have lost like a
crime
liter of
scene.
blood.
Oh,
It wasn't that much blood, but it was a lot of blood.
Link scratched me one time, and all of a sudden, shitty poopy poo fart. It looks like a scratch made by some kind of small ant.
I'm gonna destroy you.
I'm
Okay,
abusing the trauma I have been through with my condition.
That's true. You bleed a lot.
I bleed a lot. Like literally one time I was just playing video games and then I looked down at the ground and it looked like a crime scene. Literally.
That's what happened though, because I didn't
But
even
I was
feel
just-
the wound
But
when
I
he
was
clawed
just
me.
bleeding for hours. And I literally had to clean my room like I was hiding a body.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I was feeding Link. He clawed me when I was putting him down because I put him down very suddenly, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" And the way cats cling to you.
He was trying to hold on
But
to you.
he was in my my antecubital fossa. I don't know the inside of your elbow.
Yeah.
And so he punctured the wound where you draw blood from, the vein.
The fat part is the weenus, right?
Yeah, that's the weenus. The inside, I only know it by its scientific term, which is the antecubital fossa. Because I think about Steven Universe, where he gets sneezy, and Pearl's like, "Steven, your fossa!"
Can I just say though that they have distinguished that it is the scratch made by a small animal. So this is a pansy little scratch.
It is.
She be
Link is a big boy.
It's some baby shit.
But my point is that when I put him down, I turned and I just went to go feed him like normal. I didn't feel shit. When I put his food bowl down, I realized there was blood everywhere. And then I got faint, and I was like, "Sid, please help me because I'm gonna pass out."
Yes, I did help her that morning. It was very scary.
I was half dressed. I was
Yes.
not even fully dressed, and I was like,
naked.
"Sid, please, I cannot. I'm going to pass out."
I was naked and I had to rush.
I just
It was
had no
very
idea.
nerve-wracking.
I'm just sorry. I imagine naked Sid being like, "Oh." Stand over like, "Oh no."
Brandon had a really bad wound from our cat, Beans.
Oh, Beans, yeah, she's a tank.
Not anymore. She used to be.
She's still kind of tanky. She's just not as chunky as she used to be, but she's solid.
But the reason why is because he picked her up, and she's the one cat that doesn't love to be picked up. She's gotten better about it.
Boffy hates being picked up.
Beans hates being picked up.
Yeah.
But both of them have gotten better about it to where they don't freak out like they used to. And so she was being calm, but as he tried to put her down, she started to kind of wiggle.
Yeah,
and
that's
her
how they get
claw
you.
Got stuck in his cheek.
Oh,
Ooh, that sucks.
Stuck.
that's crazy.
He tried to pull her off, and it
Oh no, you can't. If the cat has you, you have to. You can't pull away. You have to lean
lift
into it.
I had to take her claw out of his face.
Yeah,
It's
you need
crazy.
to relax them for them to retract their claws. So pulling away makes it worse. Don't do that.
Well, I did the method of push in.
You
and
push
then-
in.
lift, and
Yeah.
That's what
because
I did
they're
with her.
hooked in, so you have to really they're hooked like a grappling
Yeah,
hook.
yeah, like an
And it
actual
was
hook.
I say his cheek, but it was next to his eye.
That's
Oh! That looks
so
like a
I think
bullet
he
wound.
kind of
maybe.
panicked in the moment. That's why he pulled her away.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Yeah, don't do that. Anyways, so yeah, animals, right?
And fairly recently, too.
Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here.
If there's a kitten around here, I want to see it. I want to see the kitten.
Okay, well, that's clear, but she's smart enough.
Look at
Yes,
him.
when you recall those horde events, the claw scratch smarts with pain.
Indeed. Simple observation reveals the wound is fresh.
Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night?
When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse.
She's so jumpy.
And it is that very pain that evidences your inexcruciable link to the crime, to the victim's death. I said that word wrong.
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, we were skipping all this anyway, right?
Yeah, but this part, it's fine because, like, it's the follow-up. Sometimes he changes it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I've had a friend for which you've boarded with this vessel.
Okay, that's the sequence.
So she does have a kitten, which makes sense. If she was giving it milk, kittens can drink milk. That's fine.
It seems likely that the scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except, snakes don't have claws, do they?
No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet.
On which claws might grow.
Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers?
And you know,
The
it makes
snake might
sense.
also be her friend.
No, the snake clearly loves beef stroganoff.
Yeah, she's
Look at
chill-
him.
He seems
He's
chill
just
with
big
it,
vibing.
and
That's his
and
dad.
the snake is just vibing with him.
He's like, that's my dad.
That's my dad.
I'm only saying that because I don't want her to be seen as, like, not a snake girl. She
Yeah, but
might
the thing
also
is,
be
she
a
would
snake
have to have
girl.
smuggled this snake and a cat.
Yeah.
Sure, no, I'm not.
So, like, how did she do both?
She didn't. But I'm just trying to.
I mean, she looks like a snake girl. That's the whole premise.
Yeah, yeah. She definitely
The
could
premise,
be a
like,
snake
she
girl.
She could rock a snake and she'd look dope with it.
She would.
Yeah. I bet she loves snakes too, is all I'm saying.
I mean,
She has a kitten.
Kemi did not come up with the kitten theory until, like, just now.
Just now,
before
yeah.
it got revealed. So it was like, she had the vibes of a snake girl 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole
She
up until
definitely
now, I
loves
was like,
snakes, too.
oh, the snake is hers.
She definitely loves snakes too.
Yeah.
She doesn't have one, but she definitely loves
To the point where I was like, even if Beef Stroganoff has a snake, they both have snakes. That was my immediate conclusion. And I was like, they bonded over their snakes.
Yeah. Do you have snake? Oh,
Yes.
I also have
I also love snake.
Oh,
Yes.
Check, this is my snake.
We should follow her gaze, Naruhodo-san. That's where we'll find the answer.
The only thing that worries me now is that snakes can and will eat kittens. That's a thing
Listen,
that happens
Yeah.
in nature.
Follow her gaze, dumbass.
She's probably looking at the kitten.
Oh, there it is. Oh, cute. Is it a black cat? I love black cats.
I love black cats more than anything.
You have to, I think, look at the photograph frame. You were looking over at this framed photographic print, weren't you, Miss Pavlova? But let's not be distracted by the print itself. Oh, no. It's the frame that's your friend,
Oh.
isn't it? Because it so beautifully displays whatever you put inside it.
Sorry, I didn't look at it first.
That deduction was wanting in every way.
Pot, meat, kettle.
Shut the fuck up!
Listen, I came up with an incredible story. Wanting a frame is not that interesting. No one
Yeah.
writes a book about a frame.
Yes, I was wanting you to hear it. I'm quite proud of it.
I'm gonna lose health, huh?
I find myself wanting never to have heard it. I'm quite pained by it, in fact.
Ooh, ow, ooh, that frame hurt me.
Ow, oof, my bones. Oh, sorry. I'll try again.
Ryunosuke, you're kind of cute.
Okay, hang on a second.
We can be reasonably sure that Miss Pavlova's furtive glance was aimed at her friend.
And that same friend is probably responsible for the scratch on the back of her hand. We also know that whatever it is, this friend must be small enough to pass through the ventilator. Oh, now I'm imagining Yosogi just sitting there and then suddenly there's just a kitten.
He's like, oh, shit.
So cute.
That really ought to narrow it down. Let me scout out around again in the direction she looked. I think you have to look.
Yeah, no, I gotta look at it first.
Ooh, it's a bone. It's got a little pal.
Look at the photograph in this frame.
I love this kitten so much. What's the cat's name? I have to know.
This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away.
But what about speckled? It looks solid.
Well, that's probably the thing she was holding or whatever, but I don't know what that has to do with the cat.
Well, she doesn't own a snake, so why is she holding it?
I don't know.
I mean, you already clearly knew it wasn't snakeskin, so what the fuck is it?
That's what I don't know.
That's what we're gonna find out.
She is exceptionally beautiful, isn't she?
She is very pretty.
Yes, that's true, but personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye.
I love black cats.
Maybe we better take a closer look at this. And then now you can probably present the little kitten.
Yes! I want to meet this baby.
Without doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us.
Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear.
Oh no. Oh.
The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you?
Look at that smirk. Look at this
so
motherfucker.
adorable.
I love how into it
he's
he
like
is.
super into it.
Like, tell me Ryunosuke would not be a theater kid if this was in modern times.
He was like so into this shit. I loved how much he was into it.
Oh, Darka. Darka is my best friend. I couldn't leave her behind.
Darker would appear to be a Russian blue.
Oh, so not black, dark
no,
gray.
gray. Yeah, gray.
I love Russian blues. They're so cute.
And yet, the fact leaves us in a quandary. That snake does not like you, Sholmes. The victim's written observation on the night in question tales of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, the specimen's markings do not fit the description in any way.
Neither do the snakes. Hello?
Listen, don't worry about that.
What explanation can we give the... Blech. What explanation can we then give, pray? What is this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
I'm like, is there catnip in it? What's going on? Like, I don't... Huh?
No! Don't look at me! This has nothing to do with any of this!
You sure? Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. I think this is where we go back into.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but just read it anyway.
Yes, that's what you are trying, but failing to conceal can only be the
snake.
Sloth skin.
Yeah. Well, no, it went
But
away.
now it's like... It did that automatically, by the way. I didn't do that.
Did you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back.
Or maybe it's a toy.
I was about to say, I don't think it's snakeskin. It didn't look like snakeskin to begin
I mean,
with.
it never
No.
looked like snakeskin to begin with, so it's likely not snakeskin because she does not own a snake.
It's got to be some kind of toy.
I don't even know if it's a toy. Maybe it's a scarf.
I think it looks like a scarf that she put on the cat. I don't remember this part of the game, by the way. I don't
Yeah.
remember the details.
Well, it was wearing a bell around its neck.
Well, I
but-
don't think she put it on the cat, but she might have been trying to reach the cat. Like, she saw the cat go into the ventilator, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
And she was trying to, like, entice it.
Well, that's why I was saying it was a toy. To be like, come back this way.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's what I would do. I'd be like, get over here, dumbass.
Stupid, dumb fucking cat.
Yeah.
if she just left it in her pocket, no one would ever know.
Oh, yes. Ploys like that are Mr. Shulm's specialty. He's ever so clearly forced her to reveal something.
I thought deduction was a specialty. Or maybe making me believe that was a ploy too.
Anyway,
Get fucked.
I find it hard to believe that's the skin of a snake, because it looks nothing like the skin of a snake.
In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back?
I don't know, let me see it. Oh yeah, that's a toy.
Well, it is speckled, and it is a band, but what is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy, a long piece of cloth of some sort. And that looks like a handle at one end.
Yep. I think it may be a cat's toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently. Cats go nuts for this shit. Like, if you've got something on a pole, it's over.
Yeah, the only reason that I felt like it wasn't a toy was because it did kind of look like a scarf.
It does kind of look like a scarf.
It did, yeah. The moment I saw the handle is when I
Yeah.
knew. I was like, oh, that's a toy.
You only saw it after the fact, dumbass.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, I was thinking about those like long, fluffy tail-like
Yeah.
toys when I first, because of the shape of the bottom
Yeah.
of it, and I was like, oh, maybe it's a toy. But when I saw the handle, I was like, that's definitely a toy.
See, to me, and maybe this is just like a graphical error, it doesn't look fluffy to me.
It doesn't.
I didn't think it looked
per
fluffy.
se.
I didn't think it looked that fluffy when it was behind her back
It's
like that. I think it's meant to be ambiguous because the idea is that Herlock is not identifying it very clearly as a cat's toy. Even though Herlock is kind of dog shit at the deductions, like he still has to have like a reasonable room for error.
Yeah,
Where you're
and that works.
where you're like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I guess if you're a fucking idiot, it's this. And it can't be so completely obviously one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has to...
Yeah, he can't look at that and be like, that's a lampshade.
He has to arrive at a false conclusion somehow.
Yeah.
And, like, even if it's like, okay, well, that's a dog shit deduction, but I guess, like, that's basically how he functions. Is like, he needs at least the most dotted line.
So here's my thing, and why I thought it was a scarf, is because I agree with you. He needs like that slight, because he's like good at observation,
But bad at deduction.
but bad at deduction. So when he saw it, he was like, "That's a snake skin." But I was thinking that he saw it from afar or didn't get a good look at it. And so he was like, that snake skin. My brain automatically thought it was a chiffon scarf.
Oh, okay, I see.
I
I thought I forgot this detail of the case, and I thought it looked like a scarf as well.
For
Yeah.
me, the shape of the bottom of it gives the same
No, I
shape
get
as
it.
like
Now
a
that I
rabbit's
see the
foot
toy,
or
I'm
something
like,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
you know?
Now that I see the toy, I totally get it. But it
But
doesn't.
at the angle we were seeing it at, like, scarf looked very
Even that
plausible.
angle made me think of it first.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
well, how about you go fuck yourself then, Kemi?
But
all right?
only because the context of we know now there's a cat in
well,
play.
I also was thinking chiffon because of the way that it's speckled. I don't think that it's. I don't know.
Chiffon is so light, though.
Exactly. And from the angle we were originally seeing it as, I was
Like, maybe?
seeing it at, I was like, I think this is just supposed to be like a shittily colored chiffon scarf.
Maybe I could see it, yeah, because it is pretty thin.
You're right that you didn't have the context that a cat was on board, so you didn't think it was a cat toy.
The minute I did, though, I was like, yeah, that's a cat toy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, the scarf is not that far-fetched.
No, it's not. It's not.
Fucking dweeb.
Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it.
Boy,
You know,
do they.
some cats do. Some
Yeah,
cats are
some
like,
cats.
I would rather play with hair ties, and that's it.
And bottle caps.
Talking about Costco will play with anything, but I'm talking about Bean
I'm talking about Bean and Boff.
and Boffy. Yeah,
They
Costco
like-
will play with anything.
But Bean and Boff.
He's
like,
making Costco noises.
bottle
but-
Yeah,
caps
this is the
and-
noise their cat makes.
They like bottle caps and hair ties. That's it.
Yeah,
I saw Costco playing with a hair tie earlier.
All day, every day, all of them, they'll just play with hair ties. And Beans loves bottle caps so much that sometimes when I'm trying to sleep and I'm having a hard time sleeping, I'll wake up because she's knocking them up and down the stairs.
And screaming and carrying them in her mouth. And is like, look at the thing I killed.
Yeah, she sure does that. And she is kind of a kitten. So this,
She's pretty young, yeah.
She's pretty young. She's the baby.
A year.
Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it. Sometimes.
That sounds positively adorable.
It really is.
Now
I need to show y'all a video I took of Beans last night.
But now it's a cat's toy, so you can present it as
Okay.
a cat's toy.
I'm gonna drop that video in Discord so you guys can see it later. Just Beans being very cute.
Yes! The thing you're trying, but failing, to conceal is a cat's toy.
She has a piece of paper in her pocket, too. Precisely in the true nature of the now infamous speckled band. And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it.
Yeah, I was ragging on Cosmo real hard this whole time, and I take it back. I'm sorry, man.
Wait, why were you ragging on it?
Because I was like, how do you not notice a living thing in your ventilator?
Because you thought it was a
Because I thought it
snake.
was a snake.
But it's not a snake.
It's not a snake, so he was totally right to be like, what's this weird speckled band?
Yeah. But why? For what reason?
To get her back over, duh.
Shut the fuck up!
My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to entice the creature to return.
Exactly.
Ah,
This makes sense as to why there's a mousetrap that still has cheese on it. You have a cat now. The cat is just gonna kill the mice. Nobody needs that cheese.
In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime,
Blythe.
thank you, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka.
Oh, what do you mean? Dark is so bad!
A truly troublesome feline, young Darka is proving to be. She must be caged once found.
How dare you?
Darker D's no.
You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova.
Oh, boy.
I wonder how old this cat has to be, like 8 months old or younger.
It seems
Younger.
pretty young.
Yeah. Baby.
Baby. That's like the size Beans was when we first found her.
Bean.
Yeah.
It was after I gave her food last night.
Beans was only like weeks old when we found
Yeah.
her.
I think she was at least a couple months old, because we didn't need to, like...
Well, yeah.
Give her-
What I mean by I'm sorry. What
We
I
didn't
mean
need
by
to feed
weeks
her.
is like 10 weeks,
Yeah.
12 weeks.
We didn't need to, like, wean her off of milk or anything, though.
Anything is weeks old if you define it as that.
Well, that's how they define like babies.
I know, but it's like
I never understood that.
anything is weeks old if you measure it by weeks.
Well, yeah, but that's how vets and babies they do it with babies.
Okay,
And
what's the cutoff?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I also
That's
think
the
about,
problem.
like, 3-year-old
It's like,
children
I'm
being
weeks
described
old.
in
I'm
weeks.
like thousands of weeks.
I mean,
think
I
about
don't
that shit,
fucking
too.
know, man. Ask vets and fucking infant doctors.
I know, it's just... I'm just thinking about the fact that, you know, I'm also technically weeks old. Just a lot of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm being an asshole. Fucking read your line, dumbass.
Oh, sorry. That's when it happened. I'm distracted now because I'm like, I feel like I need to eat something soon. I woke up and didn't eat breakfast. I'm very hungry.
I'm pretty hungry as well.
She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bill cord. But before I could do anything, she had disappeared. To the ventilator. Darka. She's so naughty. She's a kitten. Kittens are assholes. That's just what happens.
A beloved kitten.
Beans was a fucking asshole. Or at least a little bit when we first got her. That hasn't changed, but she is still technically a baby.
Let's just read these.
Moving on, we can come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury.
Well, the snake is still plausible, but... then there's the drugs.
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom.
Yeah, because cats are venomous now.
What Mr. Shom says is true. There were no signs of a wound anywhere on Kazuma-sama's body.
That's right. But Mr. Shom seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Kazuma wasn't poisoned.
Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now.
There it is. Yes! Yeah, because that's where it specifically is like strangulation or something. Hey, Mesmerize, what's up?
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report.
Ah, yes. I knew it was one or the other.
You sound so sure.
He's just like, yes.
Of course,
Strangulation,
it was this or the
venom.
other thing.
Yes, definitely.
One of those things.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Just get lost in the details.
His neck was...
Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Fatal. Only a Goliath would be strong enough to survive that. Can I just say, I'm sorry, my true crime is like sinking in. He would have horrible bruising on his
That's
neck.
what I said last time.
He would have horrible bruising
I was like,
on
you would
his neck.
still know if he was strangled. Like, he would have bruising.
He would have horrible bruising
But
on
it's
his
Ace
neck.
Attorney, so I don't know.
Seaman Stroganoff isn't some immortal freak, you know.
Yeah. Well, the jury is out. Anyway, we have good authority that the victim's neck was broken. If it was broken, it would be so bruised.
Yeah.
There would be so much bleeding.
It's Ace Attorney, though. Sometimes I'm just like, whatever. They just didn't want to animate it. I don't know.
Now, if we take that as fact...
Or he OD'd, and I don't know. I don't know. We were all drugged, clearly.
We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no, could there be?
Yes! An examination of the deceased's body will prove the cause of death conclusively.
Kazuma died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something.
He
or
didn't even
someone.
die of strangulation. He died because his neck was broken?
Correct.
Yeah, so easily
no-
somebody could have just snapped it. I don't know.
Which there would still be bruising.
There
But
would
anyway,
be, but you
It
know.
wouldn't be as much as strangulation.
Yeah.
That's a distinct possibility.
And also it would be very obvious that his neck was broken.
And we know there was some danger of this happening. Otherwise, why would they assign Hasanaga to fucking watch over him? So
Yeah.
clearly there was some level of threat.
Yeah.
As of yet, no weapon has been found, though.
Presumably, Darga didn't silently creep up behind Kazuma and deal him a fatal blow.
A kitten cannot break your neck.
That would be so sick, though. I want fan art of that.
Yeah, I want Darka to be murdering Kazuma.
Just buff Darka.
I suppose it's possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly.
That is possible.
probable. Like, it could have happened.
It could have happened, but who the fuck wrote the Russian on the ground?
That too. That's what. And we were drugged. Don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident.
Oh, yes. A bad fall could explain it.
It's rather hard to believe of Kazuma-sama, though. He wasn't a clumsy man.
Well, we needed to fix this deduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what happened?
Good question.
The fucking Russian on the ground? The blood smear on the side over there?
Well, it's actually, shoe
It's not
polish.
blood. Oh, shoe polish.
But also, what is this small glass object? I don't know.
I do.
Yes! I'm just going with it. Well, of course you do. You've played this game before.
You should know what it is at this point. Yes. And
It looks like it's the bell!
Oh, the picture's in black and white. My brain was like, it's yellow, the way that bells usually are.
Yes.
My bad.
An examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively.
Probably shouldn't have screamed that so loud.
Nah, but I should have known.
This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish.
Shoe polish?
Indeed, positively identified by the little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course. Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish.
Yeah, that's true.
With old-timey shoe polish.
Yeah.
But this is old-timey!
No, that was my point.
Yeah. And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asogi's laced leather shoes. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at that point on the floor and tripped.
Probably over a kitten. I don't know.
Please. No.
And, by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in this instant, he lost his life.
Brutal. Damn. I'm still not...
No, I don't believe this.
No, I'm
but-
not buying it. Something else. His neck was snapped on purpose, for sure. I just don't know how yet.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Of course you wouldn't. Your kitten was in the other room.
Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life?
Yes, the facts are clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence.
Oh, shit. Girl, no!
But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case.
I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama merely tripped over and now he's no more?
I'm not buying it, but that does happen to people in real life.
That also happens to people in anime. One Piece.
It can't be true. I refuse to accept it.
Oh, that's obscure.
Sometimes people just die.
Yeah, they do just die sometimes. Sometimes you're just like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah, sometimes you just fall the wrong way and you just die. What is... Okay. I was like, is that me or you?
Sorry,
I've been having issues lately with some of my equipment.
No, I'm fidgeting. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. I was just like, please tell me that my Motu isn't acting up.
No, I'm fidgeting.
Okay.
I know it's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest that's what's happened.
But
And if this part of Mr. Sholm's deduction is right, Ms. Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin, somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes.
Yeah, people die when they're killed. It's true.
Where, I wonder?
Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here somewhere.
There's a box. Is the cat in the box?
No, the box is open. Are you
Yeah.
talking about those?
No, I'm talking about the trash can.
Oh, yeah,
there
we
is a trash
didn't
can.
actually look in... I mean, we looked in there and there was just paper.
This is a waste paper basket. Perhaps all the first-class cabins have them.
But Miss Pavlova only started occupying this cabin late last night. Presumably there's not much rubbish in there yet.
Oh, that wasn't there before.
Oh, what's that?
It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
What? No way. Where?
If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you.
Shit. Whoops. I didn't mean to point that out so fast.
Keep forgetting that your
No,
Joy-Cons
I mean,
vibrate. It's so
you
disorienting.
are blind to it, so it's not about...
Yeah, you can point shit out.
You
You've
can
never
point
played this
anything
before.
you want out. It would be assholes of me to do that. Because I knew where the evidence was.
People reoccur. Yeah.
That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that waste paper basket.
Which also makes sense. Here we have a fragment of some intricate glass object, it would seem. One that has a familiar air, in fact.
Precisely. We found another piece of broken glass on the floor in Mr. Asogi's cabin.
I love these fucking poses, man.
I do
These
too.
two motherfuckers are
What
so
the fuck
extra.
do you have on your hands, by the way?
He has like a glove.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a wrist brace that
He
people
has
like
he
artists
does
wear.
He does have a wrist brace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a wrist brace that goes over his like hand.
Yeah, which I should wear when I draw, but I don't.
And as you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly.
Oh no.
So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider what this tells us? Why would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin?
Huh?
That's not fair. You can't do that.
No, that's logical.
Yeah, stop it.
You're well acquainted with this glass bell, are you not?
I don't.
I don't know. In that hushed Russian accent of yours, would... Blah, blah, blah. In that hushed Russian accent of yours, won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question.
What?
Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes. The evidence linking Miss Pavlova and the little glass bell, that would be...
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Putting that shit up.
If you look at this photograph, you can clearly see, hanging from darkest color, the very glass bell in question.
The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. The young man who lost his life last night did so after a truly inauspicious fall.
And the cause of that fateful stumble?
Oh.
You can say this again.
Your absent feline friend, Darka.
That was OD.
That was OD as fuck. Y'all killed it. How dare you? Like, my kitten could not kill anyone.
But also, that was kind of sick.
That was sick as hell.
We are both so sexy, no?
I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sucks. Sucks to suck.
I mean, sometimes it do be like that.
I mean, I'm still convinced that that's not what happened, but people can and have died that way.
Oh my god, did you really just say elementary?
Oh, you
Last time they said elementary, and I died.
Of course they're gonna say elementary. Why don't you tell us now, Miss Pavlova? Tell us exactly what happened last night.
Ellipses. It was a little after 1 in the morning. It was so late, but I hadn't had time to feed Darka, so I gave her some food. And then, all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands.
People do say that cats become very anxious and nervous in new environments.
That's true, they do. Our cats were very upset when we rearranged the living room.
Really?
Yes.
She was so fast. She disappeared through the ventilator before I could stop her.
And that's how you acquired the rather nasty wound on the back of your hand, I take it.
Yes. And I had read the rules on the wall, and I knew that I was not allowed Darka with me.
Yes, modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious diseases. It's a precaution, really.
But they're so good for boats. This is how the plague happens, when you just let rats run amok everywhere.
Shut up!
Well, that's not entirely true, because the plague came from fleas, which could be on cats, too.
Shut up!
So I listened and listened, and trying to hear if there was some noise in the next cabin. It was very quiet. I was sure if someone was there, he must be sleeping.
So at that point, you thought it was safe to try to lure the kitten back. By dangling the end of that toy through the ventilator and into the adjoining cabin.
Darka always loved this toy, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favorite toy. I tried whistling to her softly, but nothing. She didn't return.
I'd be freaking out if this was my cat. I would be flipping my shit.
Yeah.
So the faint whistling sound Kazuma wrote about in his diary was Miss Pavlova trying to retrieve her pet.
Aw, she wasn't giving him the pss, 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 pss.
Cats have a propensity to remain hidden in the shadows when frightened.
Yeah, you should have checked under the bed. Oh my god, I bet the kitten is hiding under the bed.
Yes. So there was nothing else I could do. I just had to wait until she calmed down. But then...
That stock sound effect is gonna haunt me until the end of my days. Record more cats making sounds, please.
Was it the...
It's from a very famous sound effect pack.
Yeah.
I nearly passed out with shock. I heard her cry out, and then... Oh, it was such a dreadful thing.
Or bang. It was a bang. Oh shit. Like a falling bang?
The cat had a gun.
The cat had a gun. No, there's no gun wound. Or gun hole, like bullet hole anywhere.
But the cat had a gun.
The cat just had a gun.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, nothing. It was totally silent.
Break your neck on that shit right there.
Yeah, shit.
Kazuma was...
Yeah, no, that for real sounds like the sound a cat would make if you accidentally, like, tripped
Stepped
over it the
on
way
it,
cats
yeah.
do when they run in front of your feet when you're walking. God, I hate it when cats do that. Like, you've killed us both, you fool!
From the appearance of the brown mark on the floor, it seems likely that what you heard was the victim stepping on the glass bell and tripping up.
Which I'm sure the cat's fine.
The SS Gloria is a large vessel, but even she can pitch a roll violently without warning. If Mr. Osogi was already off balance as a result of the ship lurching when the kitten got under his feet.
Yeah, because we now know that the alarm thing went off, or the ship at least lurched in a way that where it stopped.
The ship stopped.
Yeah, the ship
That's
stopped.
What you know.
So
the alarm didn't go off because
you would have heard
that would have been recognized.
Yeah, but the ship stopped.
The ship stopped.
And that would have definitely caused him to fall, and if the cat was there, probably compounded that.
A combination of unfortunate factors could easily lead to him to fall over.
Yeah, true. That makes sense. But also, why did the ship stop? Who drugged us? Who's giving out free drugs?
But what became of the kitten afterwards?
Yeah, and where is this cute little bean?
Also consider that the ship was stopped and then started.
Yeah, exactly.
In the end, I managed to get her to come back through the ventilator.
Yet Darker is nowhere to be seen.
I must have forgotten to lock my case. Now she's disappeared again.
Gracious. That cat is as insufferable and restless as I am.
That's kittens. That's kittens for you.
Well, he knows something about himself at least.
When I woke this morning, I heard that the young man in the cabin next to mine had died. But I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened.
So you tried to blame the death on someone else?
He was in the room.
She's young.
The door was locked. I don't know.
She's dumb and stupid. She's a kid. Kids are dumb and
Do you
stupid.
have any idea how stupid I was at 16? God, I was dumb.
Okay.
She doesn't want to...
Also, she's hiding. She ran away.
She's running from her country.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was too scared. Scared that they would send me back.
Okay.
Oh, hold on a minute. What about the snake?
Obviously, it belongs to Beef Stroganoff. It's so apparent. That snake
And
loves his
he
dad.
broke a rule. He broke a rule.
Yeah, you should know better. He's on the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe he asked the captain.
You're right. Where is it?
If the snake isn't your friend, Miss Pavlova, then whose is it and where did it come from? What on earth is such a dangerous creature doing on board this ship?
He's giving it pets!
Look how happy he is. He's like, this my snake.
He's way to the pets, too. Look, he's like, yeah, pet. Bah! That's like a normal snake thing. The snake loves these pets. Don't get it twisted.
Real loud Irish.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not say. Snake is my friend. His name is Pirosko.
Pirosco? I love Pirosco. Please
What?
pet him again for me. Pet him again.
The snake belongs to you.
He escaped from cage when emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him. I did not expect to find him in here.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yes, how did that snake get into this cabin?
How does a snake get anywhere? Like, they just do.
But also, the snake, if it had a fondness for the owner, would not be squeezing him like that.
I mean, this is just Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Ace Attorney.
I get all the impressions that the snake loves his dad.
It
he's
does.
petting his dad like that. Like,
Yeah,
Dad's petting
but
him.
I also had a snake for a long time.
No,
Yeah, I
but
know.
It's like, remember they have to have the torso up, and it's like, he's Beef Stroganoff.
My
he's a big
little
muscle
baby
dude.
snake, well, she wasn't a baby. She was an adult by the time I got her. She would, when I would cuddle her outside of her cage, she would slither up my shirt, like underneath it.
Yeah.
And just like rest on my shoulder.
Because that's where all the warmth is.
Yeah. So she would keep her body inside my shirt and then just like rest her head on my shoulder.
Maybe my guy has a really warm neck.
Listen, yeah, my man's beefy. He's
My
Beefy
man's
Stroganoff.
just got crazy, like a hella
never
hot neck.
coiled around me like that though.
Yeah, but you're not Beef Stroganoff.
Yeah, and also this is a different kind of snake, probably.
Different kind of snake, and your name is B. Stroganoff.
I don't know. Shit, RBM's here.
Wait, RBM was streaming.
Oh shit.
Yo, what were you streaming?
Wait,
Thanks for the raid, by the way.
RBM was streaming. That's not real.
Well, we made progress, by the way. You'll be pleased to know.
Animals are not permitted on board.
We told them that like 5 times. There's so many times we read those rules.
Let's see for 1 year. You want to be so long with that close friend? Without someone who understands?
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I would sneak a pet
I
on
told
board.
you he was up to some inane shit when he wasn't filling out the book.
Streaming Amnesia?
Oh shit, nice.
Okay.
Ooh,
All I
fuck
know
yeah,
about
Amnesia.
Amnesia is that they constantly go, Daniel. And it makes me think about you every
Hey,
time.
it's me. That's my name.
Yeah.
Couldn't you find someone a little more human who understands you better?
Rude.
No?
It's pretty rude.
But, my dear burly fellow, a gargantuan venomous snake, surely you can appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in.
No venom.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he doesn't look venomous to me.
He looks more, boa-esque, is what I'm thinking.
Pirosco does not have venom.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he has venom.
He is harmless. Very long, but very gentle. He is adorable, like Granny.
Yeah.
And not Granny, like, Bibushka.
Babushka. Yeah, that's what I was
Babushka.
gonna say. Like Babushka.
Like Babushka.
Imagine streaming 60 hours in a month just for Daniel to say it's not real.
Wait, have you streamed 60 hours this month?
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
That's an insane amount of hours.
I think you're lying. I'm up until my sleep schedule is fucked right now.
Yeah, mine is too.
I mean, yours is on another level. Okay,
Yeah.
let's chill. But my sleep schedule is fucked right now, and I have not seen you live. I've seen Solomon live plenty. Or Solomon's back to Earthbound. He's fucking back at that
Oh,
shit
I didn't
again.
know that.
Yeah, Solomon's been doing Earthbound
Yo,
runs.
wish him a happy birthday for me.
I mean, I'm sure he'll hate that.
Oh man.
It's venomous.
Venom,
or venomless.
Yes, now he is hungry, so he's in bad mood.
No.
But once I feed him, he will see big smile.
Yes,
that makes sense
he's
why he's
hungry.
coiling. That makes sense why he's squeezing.
He hangy.
That's why he's pissed. Oh, look at
Feed that
shit.
snack. This is also a good way to keep up with the rats on the ship. I gotta
Yeah.
say.
And you feed him what? Milk, I suppose?
Bro, what?
What?
Like they say they milk chickens? Ridiculous. Snakes that drink milk are only in stupid stories. Pirosco eats mouses. Big fat round mouse.
Hell yeah, see, I told you.
Oh, so... Is that what the mousetrap in the passageway out there is for? Of course. How else can I catch my friend's favorite food?
Or you could stash his food the way you're supposed to in a freezer.
What?
1902.
I mean, I don't know.
1902.
What?
1902. I'm blaming everything on old timiness. I'm just a blanket blaming everything on old
Yeah,
timiness.
1902. Doesn't matter.
I'm just like, yeah, that's old. That's way too old timey for that. Or go for it, brother. Nothing says top of the food chain like the look in their eyes right now.
You take that shit back right now.
He's
Snakes are so cute.
He is ashamed.
He's so disappointed in snakes. He hates snakes.
It refuses to drink milk. It can't hear a whistle. It can't climb up a bell cord. And it's not even
It
fence.
could climb up a bell cord. It could.
It could.
He's like, snakes are dog shit.
How the deuce did something so inept land a starring role?
It's not my fault. I do not make up stories. My parents got nothing to do with this incident.
Have we just not met the murderer yet? Is that what's happening right now?
So that's what happened. That's the truth behind my best friend's tragic death. Good job, RBM. I'm proud of you, dog. Hey, motherfucker.
RBM, oh no.
Miss Pavlova, I understand the difficult situation you found yourself in, and I do sympathize. But please remember this. A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover up your guilt with lies, then no matter what the circumstances, I cannot forgive you.
Oh, damn. You're young too, though, right?
Yeah, like, you're
she's
both
16.
the same
So
age.
she's 16, she's 15. You're basically the same.
Yeah, basically. But
What are you talking about, Miss Mikoto-ba? What lies? Miss Pavlova just confessed everything.
something still doesn't add up, though.
That's a good point. What doesn't add up, Kemi?
It was just a series of unfortunate events.
The drugs.
An accident. And the note?
And the note.
It's written in Russian.
Well, the note on the floor and the note on the fucking cabin.
The note in the cabin was written by Cosmo.
by
No,
Cosmo.
wasn't it? Didn't he ask Naruhodo to write it, actually?
He did ask Naruhodo to write it, but then he put it on.
Yeah, and then he put it on there.
I'm no great detective like Mr. Sholmes. I don't have a gift for knowing the truth. But even I can see that was not the truth. Don't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
I don't know.
I
I was pretty satisfied with that answer.
That seemed pretty good to me. To be perfectly honest, yes. There's a discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story. I'm sure of it. I just can't quite put my finger on it.
I confess. I was intending to let Scotland Yard deal with any outstanding issues on this matter.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, shit!
I am only present here for a very specific reason.
Yeah, what are you doing on this boat to begin with, actually?
Consider that this
I can't
boat
believe I didn't think about that till
consider
now.
that this boat came from Japan and is leaving to Great Britain.
Yeah.
The truth is, you, Mr. Naruhodo, are simply a distraction.
A distraction?
I do hope you've not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable.
Oh, damn it. You could have just left them off.
Not again. When did he do that?
Especially as they are on your wrists as a result of my intervention. I was rather hoping I could resolve matters before we made it to our next port call.
You were Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, but I overlooked one important detail.
Oh, fuck, Sicey. I'm so hungry.
The
Aw.
deceased young man was a very close companion of yours.
Like, as soon as we get to a point, I have to end stream and go eat. I'm so hungry. I really fucked up not eating before we went live.
I think we're close to the end
Okay.
Was he not?
What, the end?
of the case, yeah.
What? Shit, did he really just die on accident? That
Yes.
sucks.
Cosmo was my closest friend. I owed him my freedom, even. We really have to power through the case if we're gonna get through it, though.
In
I
that
don't know,
case,
man.
we must follow this to its conclusion.
You're the one that's played this before, so I trust you, but I'm so hungry it's distracting.
No further distractions. You must uncover the real truth here, Mr. Naruto.
Yes, whatever that may be. The key to this is the discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story, I'm sure. If I can chase that down, maybe the truth will become clear.
Oh.
We
boyfriend.
The truth about how you really died. About how that scene in your cabin really came to be. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
That was rude. You didn't have to do that. I already miss him.
Excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo.
So then, shall we begin?
Yes.
Maybe.
What we should ponder first is the victim who lost his life in the cabin that was bolted shut from the inside.
Okay, well, we do know how that became locked.
Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Or was it in fact no accident at all? That is what we must establish in the first instance. But we've already... Oh.
That's still you.
But we've already established it, haven't we? The man tripped over a kitten that had climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident.
Hold it!
Wait, let's just take a step back. It doesn't make sense if that's what really happened, does it?
I'm going to have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid.
I mean, I could see her sneaking into the cabin and then staging it so that her kitten, you know, she doesn't get blamed or anything. But also, the drugs. And also, where's the cat?
Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here.
Why is Scotland Yard into this?
The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable.
Yo, this baseline.
His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident.
I mean, huh? Oh, what?
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I was jamming.
Oh, fuck. This shit kind of slid.
I read this line. Let us show our hand, Mr. Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence. The evidence that proves unequivocally that the victim's death was no mere accident.
I mean...
The Russian.
The truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print. There's no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor.
The script. It's in Russian, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is indeed. The word witten means wardrobe.
But I want to know how it's pronounced in Russian.
I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in their native language. Japanese in this case.
But maybe he was studying Russian. It is a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast.
It is not. Russian is so hard to learn. Excuse me, ma'am.
Well, it's not one of the hardest languages to learn.
No, but
it is
still.
Not simple. It's definitely not simple.
That doesn't seem likely.
Especially for a character-based language knower.
That's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not.
Sorry? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said before. There's no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor.
Yeah, it's true.
And the reason why is clearly explained in here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death.
Yeah, there's that too. You know, CIA agents got to take courses to learn languages in like 3 months. That's insane.
That's tough.
Learning a language in 3 months? Nuts. Bananas.
Which means, after the victim fell to the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything. Because he was already dead.
That's not the only reason either. There's something else we found in Mr. Osogi's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there if what Miss Pavlova told us was true.
What?
So, Suzette-san has noticed it too, then. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away.
Is it in this photo?
We're about to find out, because it seems like another piece of evidence that proves this was no accident. In other words...
I mean...
Consider what that photo is showing. It's showing that it's written...
Russian.
It's written in Russian, and it means... It also has the word wardrobe.
In purple ink. Was he writing in purple ink?
Well, consider that... I can't spell it out for you.
The only thing I can think of is wardrobe is referring to
the wardrobe that he was in.
Ryunosuke, yeah.
Sure.
Which, I mean, I don't really know how they would know.
But regardless, if the word is wardrobe, that means it's implicating the wardrobe. But we just established that it was an accident. So why would he do that?
Yes! Yeah, good point. And also, like, there's no way to know what was... She wouldn't have known... I mean, I don't know how anyone would know what was in the wardrobe anyway, also. So, like, what is going on with that?
What point are you trying to make with that evidence?
It's obvious that you're the wardrobe experience. I'm starting to see how Kazuma's death really happened, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I fucked up.
Ah, shit.
I think that you're starting to see nothing of the sort. And that was the evidence to prove it.
I was thinking that it might be the bell because the second half of the bell is in her trash can.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes.
So that was going to be my next try, but I didn't know if I needed to focus on what was in the crime scene photo specifically.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's a good point.
Yo, Steel, what's up?
If it was no accident, then what we should be looking for is one of two things. Either the absence of something you would expect to find at the scene of an accident, like, I don't know, half of a bell, or the presence of something you wouldn't.
What is that word?
Compendiously.
Compendiously put.
Most compendiously put, my dear madam.
I see.
I confess your rather languid I see doesn't fill me with confidence, Mr. Naruto.
Don't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe in you. Well, more than Mr. Sholmes does anyway.
Hey, fuck you, dude! Yes, it's starting to take a shape now. Yes, it's starting to take shape now.
It's time to take a shave now.
I go get the pizza. That was horrible. There's a clear contradiction here between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story. The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable.
I just love the idea of Ryunosuke being super Italian.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Okay, I'm gonna go with my gut then and go with the bell and see what happens. That's not the button.
that's the wrong button.
That's the wrong button. Oh man. Hey, I was right!
This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor.
But the glass bell the kitten had around... But... Fuck. But that's the glass bell the Clinton... The Clinton...
The Clinton. That's really good.
This is so strong.
But that's the glass bell the kitten had around its neck. We already know about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell.
Right. So where's the other half then?
So we've already had a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic?
Unfortunately, there is a very big flaw. A fatal flaw.
What?
If that's really what happened, then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin?
My question is, how did she not pick up the other half of the bell.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yes. Remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in that waste paper basket. Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova?
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Oh, shit.
Both these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That when Mr. Asogi died last night in his cabin, there was someone else in the room.
That's very clearly shaped like you.
Grr.
Damn, that's cold though. The fact that this chick is 15 and is like, yeah, I'll manipulate a dead body. I'll mess up a crime scene. Nothing weird about that.
Well, you guys were alluding towards she might be like a spy.
That's true too.
And that same person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth.
Oh man, is this about to get historically accurate right now?
In order to cover up his or her own guilt.
Yeah!
Yes, there was someone else present in Mr. Asogi's...
Is that you?
I think it's me. You are wasting time. Someone else was there? Da, of course, we know this. What are you talking about? A bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out.
He was in on it.
Oh, yes.
I want to take all the boys.
Stroganoff.
And only other person in cabin when young student died was you.
Yes.
It's true. I was in the cabin when it happened.
Go feed that noodle. He hungry.
You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe, to be precise about the details.
But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message.
Not would have. There's no way you could have left that message, to be precise about the details.
Would you mind?
He's not wrong.
Forgive me, my dear fellow.
As I was saying.
I have a crush on every boy.
The person in question wrote the word. The person in question wrote the word wardrobe on Russian on the floor. In an attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I'd been asleep in there the entire time.
And then the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen to the floor.
I'm just trying to think about how. I guess if she heard them both fucking around in here, then she would know there was another person here. I was like, how would they know who's in that wardrobe?
For fear of it becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Asogi really died.
What are they gonna do? Put the cat in jail? Like what? It's not the cat's fault.
But why would this person have taken all the pieces of the bell away? They didn't take all the pieces.
He's saying why wouldn't.
Oh. Leaving half behind was only going to raise questions.
Oh, wait a second. The bell. Pavlova. Oh, shit. Okay. It's all coming together now. I get it.
Yes, well,
It was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. The single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would barely have cast any light onto the floor. Little wonder then that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of the tiny item.
Alright, I guess. I'm really into this, like, walking bass line that's happening. I'm just...
You all suspect me, don't you?
Seaman Stroganoff.
I'm sorry.
Nina is woman of sea. She is daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills and she went away to join ballet company. But before, she was dancer on this ship.
Oh, shit.
A member of ship's band.
So he isn't on it.
You do not accuse Ship's Angel of being criminal. Ah, so that's it. You say that when young student died, Nina was there in his cabin. But that is not possible. I give my tooth.
Okay.
He's got nice teeth.
Give it up. Where's it at?
Well, this is all most interesting. And why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure?
You're a great detective. You should know. Look truth in eyes. Cabin bulkhead was shut from inside. Nobody could go into cabin. Not Nina, not anyone. Or you want to tell me that killer can walk through locked doors? Yet, it's impossible. Ugh. He's right.
But wait! I've read about this in detective stories. People often tie thread around door latches so they can open and close them from the outside.
Thread? Are you stupid?
Oh, okay, well, you didn't have to be like that.
How about I beat shit out of you? These bulkheads are not barn doors.
Certainly not. These are watertight doors, as one would expect to find in any modern steamship. Constructed of heavy steel, without a gap in sight. No threads or needles or magnets could have been used.
Why not magnets, actually?
Maybe too heavy?
Oh, no, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so I just kind of went with it.
Man, why you throw me under the bus? You just shifted under me like that, dude.
So, Seaman Stroganoff has a valid point. The cabin door couldn't have been bolted shut from the outside.
Every time with her.
Sorry,
Not necessarily.
I'm 12, and what is this?
She can only giggle at Steven struggling. What?
Because I visualize it every time, and it's gross, but it's
It's
funny.
gross, it's disgusting,
It's really
right?
funny, though.
I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door without laying a finger on it. And in this very cabin, we can see traces of the method I have in mind being used before.
Yes, we can.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe. That's crazy.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you?
Yep.
A way to shut the bolt of the cabin door from the outside? One way does spring to mind, yes.
Do you really know what Mr. Sholmes means, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, and so should you.
Huh.
Because we've seen it happen.
Indeed we have. So, would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo? Point out the telling signs of the method that was used to slide the cabin door bolt across from the outside.
Mesmerize, are you high? I've been wondering it this whole time. Wait, but it won't let me...
I mean, it's not a thing to inspect, you're presenting a thing.
Oh, okay.
So you're pointing to an area, it's not going to tell you the answer.
Yes!
Look at the bookcase there. See how all the books and things on it have toppled over?
Well, that must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before.
Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel, after all. When the engines are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over.
I believe... Yes, it's what's known as the force of inertia acting on the objects.
I love that she just keeps a tiny book inside her kimono sleeve.
Yeah.
She's like a maester.
Is there nothing Susato-san doesn't know? Or that isn't in her book, at least? Well, whatever it's called, the same force that pushed over those books on the bookcase. also made something else in this cabin move. My dick. The bolt on the cabin door.
Oh, now I get it.
It was very obvious just after the emergency stop that the ship made earlier. We'd come into this cabin not long before, and we hadn't bolted the door. But then...
hello.
This is
Oh, it's Hosonaga. Yeah. I forgot.
Hello? Is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance.
Oh, that sounds like...
Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, I forgot to read. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Get a shit.
Oh, yes. That's it. When the ship stopped suddenly, the bolt flew across and locked the door.
Yes, it's made of metal, but it's small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden change of speed. Or the force of inertia, if you want to call it that.
That's not what it's called.
Are you trying to say that last night, after Mr. Usagi was killed...
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Shikunk.
It would have been way faster than that.
Hey, listen, shut the fuck up.
Would have been like, shunk.
No, stop.
The SS Buryo made another emergency stop.
When I woke up this morning and looked around the cabin, I thought it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had toppled over, and all the ornaments. It was almost as if someone had run their hand across the shelves and deliberately knocked everything over.
The boat was the murderer.
The boat did it, and the boat's like, oh,
The SS Burya is going to jail.
we were like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
What's my motive?
Oh, yes, I remember that. And I stood them all up again, didn't I?
Then when we came into this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing in here. All the books and everything had toppled over, just like in Mr. Asogi's cabin.
Oh my.
Do you have anything to say about this, Miss Pavlova?
Yet.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, how do you say, go fucking yourself?
Are you out of your mind? You say Burya made emergency stop?
It does seem a little far-fetched. How could that have possibly happened? Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room.
Bro, I don't know. You tell me.
At this point, the game is informing you.
Yeah, like, I haven't been to the engine room. What do you want me to do?
Why is he sweating?
Because he got his ass beat.
Yeah.
He's also confused.
And also, he fucked up by letting Asogi just die like that.
Oh, it's simple enough. Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside? Used to trigger emergency alarm?
Yeah, that's true. Like, anyone could have just walked by and been like, I'm gonna do it.
Dunk.
Oh, yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there? Telling you only to press the button in times of emergency.
On dark nights when the fog is dense, the captain cannot afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Hence the placement of a number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise alarm. The sort of button is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity.
I know, right? It's like, good luck stopping anybody who just is like, ooh, but...
Ooh, what does this button do?
Shit. Wait, it was you?
When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interests of safety.
Dude, Sholmes.
You just now realize he's the person who just hit the button.
Yeah.
The emergency alarm bell rings and the vessel comes to a complete stop.
Sholmes, come on, man.
He just did it.
I did not realize this either, but I'm wondering if it's because he's,
It's because he wanted to see what would happen.
because he wanted to see what would happen, or if he had a reason behind it.
No, he just wanted to do it.
As indeed it did earlier today.
Bro, you can't do that. Mr. Sholmes.
Everyone's like disappointed in him.
Surely it wasn't you who...
As I always say, a button has but one purpose in life. To be pressed. Whatever the occasion.
Alright, I mean, we've all been in high school and wanted to pull the fire alarm.
Yeah, that's where he still lives. He has that energy.
He does.
He sounds almost proud of himself.
He is.
How dare you mess with his ship? I report you to Captain. You are in much trouble now.
Now. I'm sure all can wait until later.
Oh my god.
He's like, yeah, whatever, snitch on me, I don't give a fuck.
Let us not overlook the fact that we now have learnt a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts on the cabin doors slide closed. So, what we must now consider...
Yes, it all comes down to one thing now. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Osogi, did this ship make an emergency stop? Or did it not?
You are idiots! Buria is a huge ship with many passengers. If we make emergency stop even in the middle of night.
Yes, I caused property damage, but that can all wait. There's a murder to solve. Yeah.
There would be chaos everywhere.
Well, everyone has a headache.
That's true.
What are your thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. We have evidence to support that idea.
Really? What evidence, Mr. Naruhodo?
Fascinating. Do show us, my good man.
What if the snake drugged everyone on the ship? Yeah.
What evidence promotes the theory that some emergency gripped this vessel last night?
The log, I guess.
I think it's the log.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seaman Stroganoff. It's your duty to patrol the first class area of this ship. She
didn't laugh.
still laughed.
No, that time I only smiled. I
No,
started
you
laughing when you looked
laughed. I looked at you and you laughed.
at me. Only because you,
I saw you laugh.
only because you looked at me.
Duh, that is correct.
I'm also
What?
like way more drunk than I should be because I drank on an empty stomach, and I'm having trouble right now, guys. I'm in trouble.
Every time I say Steven Stroganoff.
He's stroking me till I'm off.
The ship's log here. This would be where you record the details of your duties. What are you doing with that? That is mine.
Oh, you rather carelessly left it atop of the little makeshift, bureau in the passageway out there. But as responsible passengers, we took it into our care with a mind to return it to you later.
This is my favorite Herlock pose because he's just
like, well, this is the facts. I've stolen your shit.
I left it there on purpose. That is where I put it always. The point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances, you write the phrase, "nothing to report," every 30 minutes. But from 2 o'clock last night until first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all.
Nothing recorded in the log?
It is... dark, because nothing happened. But if nothing happened, you would normally write nothing to report, wouldn't you? Yep.
Indeed so, which tells us that shortly after 2 a.m., something happened here aboard the SS Bureau.
okay.
Something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill in the ship's log, in fact.
Are you suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night?
Stop talking rubbish.
If I'm perfectly honest, I find that a little hard to believe myself.
Oh, why?
Well, because if something major as an emergency stop really happened, surely all of us would have noticed.
Yeah, about that though.
That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know what it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, and the alarm bell was so loud. I can't imagine that anybody would sleep through that, even if it had happened in the dead of night.
Well, no, that's a good point.
Yeah, we would have definitely heard alarm bells.
Unless...
What of the throbbing? Sorry? What do you mean? Your head, man. The throbbing of your head since this morning. We've all suffered with it. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. I have had a headache. You're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today.
Nor have I. My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn.
Yes, you've all been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected.
He's right. My head's been throbbing today, too. And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything has felt sort of hazy. I can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back inside the wardrobe. Then the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. I had already been dragged out of the wardrobe. I had those handcuffs put on me by that point. Why didn't I wake up when all that was happening to me?
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, well, yes, sorry.
The stowaway class of accommodations doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on?
Oh, yeah, good point. Mostly dick. Honestly.
Well, Kazuma looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals.
So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken dish that was served yesterday evening, I take it?
Yes, in fact, I had all of that. Kazuma wasn't fond of chicken, because he's a freak.
Yeah, right? What the
Oh,
imagine.
really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all?
That's right, he didn't touch it. Is that relevant?
My dear fellow, does that not strike you?
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken?
I do.
No! Really? Is that really true?
Free drugs, free drugs, free drugs.
Or salmonella. The meal prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with, so drugs.
Free drugs, free drugs.
Tampered with by an addition of soporific, designed to induce a very deep slumber in those who consumed it.
Yo, what's up, Vash? How's it been?
Sup's up. A sleeping drug?
Yeah, load me up.
Do you mean
Whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug so no one would notice the ship's emergency stop?
Give me some of that.
Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what Mr. Sholmes means.
What a far-fetched idea, you
That's
dumb, stupid
exactly
idiot.
what I mean. Precisely. Lacing every meal of the passengers on board with a soporific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator.
What? Mr. Sholmes!
Well, seaman?
What do you mean? The Russian knows? No, we are not spy.
No,
No, no one said spy.
No
With
speak English.
How do you say?
Isn't it funny? My name's Seaman Stroganoff.
Yes,
It's like cum.
oh my god, please.
I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. And this is why Scotland Yard is involved.
Yeah.
It's like cum.
If you refuse to talk, there will be... Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, my brain and my eyes just disconnected for a second.
Yeah, that happened.
There would have to be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And where that happens, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over the coals.
That sounds fine, I guess. I mean,
This is fair.
yeah.
For aiding and abetting a renegade.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I do not, I do not understand
Cum.
this word, how you say, renegade? I do not know what you mean.
Please, no more. I will tell everything.
Yeah.
I cannot make problem like this for everyone anymore.
These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe. Your former comrades, I believe.
Nah.
Yes, like him.
When I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
We all agreed to help. Everyone together. She threw away everything. Her fame in the ballet, Mother Hirsch. We wanted to help our angel.
She does look like an angel.
Yeah. She just wants to get out, man.
I don't believe it.
Oh.
You are right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night. Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point.
I'm getting...
Wait, they didn't even... Wait.
Did you put a whole pill each fucking time?
I'm getting feral vibes of, like, Ryunosuke just, like, hands, no cutlery, just biting in the chicken, and, like, there's something weird in it, and he's like, I don't care.
But that's everyone in first class, apparently.
Yeah. Just, I guess.
Well, the whole ship was drugged, not just first class.
Yeah, speaking of drugs, be careful,
Oh, I thought they
Mesmerize.
said-
Please drink water.
No, it was the whole ship. There. We could not make our drug, how do you say, dissolve. Talk about heavy seasoning. At midnight, in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by comrade in shore with small fishing boat.
While all the passengers on the SS Boreal slept soundly. Thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion their evening meals had contained.
So, if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who just like chicken, and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova.
People who... You just skimmed over people who dislike chicken like that's not heathen behavior.
And only one person dislikes chicken, and that's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, also apparently Sholmes.
No, he
had a headache,
he
too.
has a headache too.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
But he's the one that pulled the emergency alarm.
This time.
He pulled the emergency alarm this time.
He didn't pull
the
it last
most
night.
recent time.
Okay.
Because he wanted to see what it did.
Okay.
And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency strap trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door.
Well, fuck. She did it on purpose. That was actually kind of clever, if that's true.
But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have ended up locked in that case, and there would have been complete chaos. Oh, I wouldn't say so. What?
Of course. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins. After which, they would have been overwhelmed by tiredness because of the sleeping drug.
Quite. And accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night.
Yes.
The overwhelming majority of the passengers would have habitually sleep with their cabin doors bolted anyway.
True.
And so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find their door locked in the morning. In summary, in order to fasten the bolt of a single cabin door on the ship, the culprits brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning.
Well, that solves everything then. We did it.
Woo-woo.
I can't think of a single loose end except where the fuck is that cat? I want to meet it. I want to pet that cat.
Where the fuck this cat at?
Russian blue.
You've talked a long time and said many things. What is point?
The point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present at the scene when the victim lost his life last night.
Yeah, but leave her alone.
Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. Yeah, the fact that she tried to frame somebody is fucked.
Yeah, she just didn't want to get caught. She just didn't want to go back to the fucking ballet. I don't know.
Sure, but like, going to this extreme is kind of fucked.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I get that she's young and she's scared, but like, she could have just ran. The fact that she was so calculated.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
But also, we don't know yet. Is it her or was it Stroganoff?
Nah, I don't know. Stroganoff seemed like a good guy.
I support Stroganoff.
Yeah. Stroganoff is not animal. We
All
know
told,
this.
a busy night.
But I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl.
Yeah, you are.
You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories. We don't believe, except for all the sailor stories there are about
Yes, the Kraken is
Yeah,
real.
The Kraken is very real. Also, there's a lot of bitches out there who are ghosts, want to kill me.
Yes, but I do not let them.
Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes.
A laudable trait.
What? What the fuck is that?
I just said.
I am Russian, god damn it!
I am quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruhodo,
Oh, yes?
do you hear it? That accusatory cry of guilt on the wind?
I don't hear shit. Except my stomach. What accusatory cry of guilt? I'm so hungry.
Sorry, you've lost me.
Proof of involvement, man. But you can't hear such a call with your ears. No, you must hear it with your eyes. For observation is the basis of all deduction.
It's not how that works.
I love him. He's the best. What are you talking about?
I believe the time has come. For one final logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth.
Bro, I can't.
Okay, we can stop here.
I wouldn't be so bitchy about it, but it's been almost 24 hours since I've eaten anything. I'm so hungry.
Third fucking dance deduction.
But I'm like, we're so close.
We are very close. I think it's after this.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
It's fine. It's fine.
I was like, I could take a break and get a snack and come back, but then, like, it's 5, so, like, I don't know what you're, like, gonna...
No,
are you gonna be up?
We can stop here.
No. Damn, I hate finishing something. Like, I hate stopping right before the end of something.
It's pretty close to done.
Because, like, I could go grab a snack and just come back up.
Yeah, but there's us. We are also humans in this equation.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
I just don't like stopping something right before the end when I could finish it.
Go fuck yourself. We might have to do that, bro.
Fuck, okay. Damn it. God damn it. Alright, listen, guys, listen. Sorry.
I might also have to grab a snack.
This is a result of my poor planning. Like, I did not think this through. I woke up late and I was like, I gotta start stream as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And forgot, you know, basic bodily functions. Classic autism move of mine. Well, and ADHD. Those, the both of those things. Anyways, I gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta head out for the night. Thank you for watching, though.
Thank you for watching. We'll definitely finish this next
this
time,
case
no matter
will be done next time.
no matter
for
what.
Sure.
And
we
you know,
might start the case right after.
we'll
We
definitely
didn't
start
even
the
get
case
that
after.
distracted this time.
No, we were
No,
good. We
still
only
got
had
plenty
like
distracted.
we had like
Got a
no,
little
we had like
distracted, but not
not
nearly
as
as
much,
bad
not as
as
much.
other times.
we had only like 2 major. My brain wants
think
to say
that's-
stun lock, but stun lock is not the right word.
No, we got stun lock. That's
I
fine.
guess so. We got 2 major stun locks, which I will timestamp, but I'll be fucked if I'm gonna edit that shit out. It's not happening. I don't have that much effort, and also I don't know how to use Premiere that well. Anyways, see you guys later. I doubt anybody is online right now.
Good night.
Holy shit! Never mind. Koki is on. I'm just gonna throw you guys over. What the fuck is Koki doing on right
Hey,
now?
listen, don't worry about it.
Jesus Christ, she really
I'm
just
gonna
goes
sleep
forever.
in until like 2 tomorrow, and I'm gonna hate myself.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, say hi to Koki for me.
And good
Her
night.
stream is titled Pokemon Minecraft, so I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know what the fuck that means either.
Drink water, take your meds, take care of yourselves. See you guys next time.